Hello, it is the voice from the beyond. I am just waiting for Big Bogs, so I'm going to chat to the chat while we wait. Since I did my seamless transition today, barely even noticed. Oh, Morgan's here, so I'm going to have to go. Bye, everybody. Well, you don't need coffee. You don't need coffee for fan mail. You just need. Okay, bye bye. Oh, you haven't got your green screen on. Not that we can see anything really. Just a white wall. I guess this is Morgan's new setup. Botch the seamster transition. Does that mean botched the seamless transition? I don't think I botched it. Seamstress transition. Seamless transition, as in not seamless as in a seamless dress, but like seamless as in you couldn't see the join between his stream and mine. We switched endpoints. Sound professionals do it in broadcasting. I've always thought about it would be nice if it was 1993 to do like a GameFront TV channel, where we just like did 24 hours, 7 days a week of programming, and we had like transmission and stuff. That would be fun. I've always wanted to work on the transmission desk in a TV station. I thought that would be a fun job. I think linear broadcasting has kind of had its day. It's like video killed the radio star, internet killed the video star. So. That's what I'm saying. That was always something I wanted to do as a kid. I'll still do. Like, it would be so cool to do that job. Anyway, you can't hear Morgs. Speak again. It's very true. They can't hear you. 1 second there. Not that he's been here for the past few minutes anyway. He's been off to get his iced tea, so it's all good. Nice. Can they hear you? I think they can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
They can hear you now. Are you in a bush? Or am I in a bush?
No, the seamster is in a bush.
Ah.
What about Jabs? I can't hear Jabs. Is he talking? Is he here?
James, are you there? So here's the thing with James.
Yeah,
James,
what is the thing with James?
James is in Hollywood today. I think having also it's been announced his new movie. I'll do his announcements for him since he isn't here.
You know what's effed up is I know the guy that made that movie, and I didn't get a single phone call.
Not a single phone call.
Nobody reached out to old Morgs. Yeah, they're like, oh, we need Jabs, but we definitely don't need Morgan.
But you're not an actor, though, are you?
Yeah, of course I'm an actor.
Okay. You see, if you kept yourself famous by doing some improv, so people remembered you. But no, improv is dead. You see.
Improv is dead.
Improv is dead. I watched I watched the Return of Bear Supply, and I don't know these. I mean, the two girls that got to replace you, like, I mean.
Oh, it's gonna take at least 3 girls to replace me.
They were pretty good. I mean, I'm not
No,
saying,
they're
but they're obviously not as cute as Big Morgs. So
wait, is it on YouTube? I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. It's like sitting in the audience. You don't even need to pay to go to his shows. You can just watch them for free. I don't think they know how to make money, those boys.
No.
And girls. Anyway, James is going to be in a film called Best Man Dead Man, which stars apparently Molly Bernard from Younger. I don't think I've ever seen that, but apparently she's sort of famous, and a bunch of other people. I think he was linking about it everywhere. Anyway, I think he's off having his costume fade or something today. However, he promised to join us via his car phone on the trip back. Therefore, James will be live via satellite at some stage during this live stream.
How do you spell via?
Go? Via? V-I-A? Victor, Indigo, Alpha.
Where does the R come from?
Via.
Via.
It comes from being from the north of England, I guess.
I was an actor on the Saturday morning showboat. What is that?
Who was an actor on the Saturday morning showboat?
Steve.
I don't know who Steve is. Anyway.
You don't know who Steve is? He's the ghost.
Steve. Yeah, of course.
Jesus. Where have you been?
I'm just catching up with the chat. Well, I'm trying to. Thank you, Jays. It was a fun stream. We'll come on to it in a little bit when we get to the comment section for that. Although he then talks about how it lost wind in its sails. I mean, this is just, sacrilege.
Which one of these is a ghost? They all look like...
Oh, he was an actor on Saturday Morning Showboat, apparently. That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm watching it right now.
But when he was a kid.
Yeah. Kids are actors too.
I mean, I think kids are forced to be actors by the parents a lot of the time.
Steve, are you in this video?
Could try and play it on the stream if he is on it.
I gotta pick which one of these is Steve the Ghost, not that kid.
But you don't know what Steve the Ghost looks like, so how do you know it was Steve the Ghost?
Yeah, I do, because I'm on his TikTok, and he's got a picture of his face on his TikTok.
Well, I mean, he's got a picture of his face on Discord, but it's very small. But and I don't know if I could translate that to baby Steve the Ghost.
Start paying attention. I'm really good at that. Figuring out. This kid's maybe figuring out what people look like when they're kids, or like guessing kids to adults. I can do that.
Jays, I think live TV is always more exciting than pre-recorded TV. So I think me streaming Dark Souls is probably more exciting than me pre-recorded Dark Souls.
You do need it. Well, Steve, scrub that video and let me know if you're in that one. Oh, you're just in one Halloween episode.
Oh, you mean, yeah, so he wasn't an actor in it. He was a guest star. He was a background actor. He was in one Halloween episode. I'm not actually, I shouldn't, undermine Steve the Ghost.
Disparaging.
What's the story behind this, Steve the Ghost? How did you end up on Saturday morning?
It looks like it's an East Coast public access kid show.
It did have a Sesame Street vibe about it when he gave me the name.
Yeah, but interesting.
I had to pretend a ghost was scaring me. That's ironic.
Wait, is that how you became Steve the Ghost? I love this.
Oh boy! Otherwise,
learn something new every day. Yeah, Danny's giving it to you.
No, I'm sorry, Steve the Ghost.
Steve the who? A what? Wild.
So, announcements.
Danny, you've been watching these TikToks?
No. Well,
wow.
I was vaguely aware they had happened, and then when you gave me the view count for one of them, I did go and check it out.
Oh, our view counts are going great. Let me look at them.
I don't understand how you got nearly 2,000 odd views for that.
Oh, because I put up good content on behalf of us, and people like it.
I don't understand TikTok. I'm
one where
sorry.
I swing and miss has 1,600 views. The one where I glitch out and go up in the air and disappear has 1,300 views.
See, that's all you have to do to get views. Just 6 seconds of stupid content, and that's it. You've made the millions.
Stupid content.
Sitting there for an hour at a time, trying to make actual videos of things is a waste of time.
It takes almost no time at all. Now that
and then worse than that, this is the announcement, the real announcement. Not only has he got back on this TikTok business, but he's decided to bring that infection over to YouTube with his shorts now. So
that one is funny.
It's very funny. It's very funny. It's just
listen. You guys are all getting older, and I'm just getting younger and younger every day.
I'm sorry, Dog Page. I haven't slept really very well last night. I'm very tired. I'm in a grouchy mood. I didn't know whether to include the comments for your shorts as part of fan mail, and I'm thinking not because we'll be here forever. But
there's only one.
There's only one on this one, and it's just Pelagius just saying
mad.
Yeah, basically, what did he say?
It's just Pill having a real Danny. It says great question mark. Can we call it having a Danny?
Hello.
Oh my! Ooh. James, get out of here! Get to a real microphone, please.
It's too bad then I don't have to be online.
No. What's up? Are you on your speakerphone in your car?
Yeah.
Is anyone else there, or can I ask you a private question?
Nobody else is here. You can ask me a private question.
I'll save it for the video.
All right, that's fair.
Joining us live via satellite, it's Mr. James Heaney, who can't read any of the comments, but he surely can take them in. You're not driving as well, are you?
You think of your car?
Oh, he got gurgled.
Take that as a yes.
Oh, I was going to say, while I'm still on the TikTok thing, there's a couple of ways that you can help me make the TikToks, and that is by tagging stuff that you like in the YouTube videos, because then I just screen grab the couple of seconds that you have done, and then I use that to edit up and put into TikTok. So if you keep tagging stuff, then I will make TikToks out of that, and shorts.
Or if it's Twitch, you can clip them too, I guess.
Yeah, and then the Twitch clips I use as well. But if you're doing it on YouTube, most people are doing it on YouTube. Just tag the time, and then if you do clips on Twitch, I will most likely use those as well. And I would appreciate that. Thank you. Bye-bye. Jibs, how'd it go?
The fitting went great. I have so many dad outfits, but it's the first time I've ever been in a feature film, and the whole film takes place over one day. So I'm going to wear the same outfit for a month straight. I don't know what they're going to do about that.
They should have multiples of the same outfit in case you spill coffee or whatever.
I actually had this discussion with him before, and apparently he's never been on a movie set before. I would have thought someone would be washing it for you, if not giving you multiples.
They should have multiples, especially if it's a simple, if it's just a Target buy.
Well, you're a costume designer, right? So this is your arena.
What we do for like individual pieces, like if you're on the ERB set or whatever, when it's like lunchtime or you're going to be eating or drinking, I'll do two things. I will either undress you, take you all the way out of the costume to make sure food doesn't get on it.
I will undress you.
or I put
not just with your eyes.
Those big barber bibs on you and like cover your whole thing. But yeah, if it's just regular clothes, they should have multiple sets. I mean, it's an indie project, so maybe they won't, but you got
they don't have multiple sets. They don't have multiple sets. But
if you spill coffee on it, it's all over. Or sweat.
Yeah, I'm more worried about sweating.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. The movie was announced, so it's in Deadline. You can read about it. So there's a whole bunch of things that have come out. We're filming. It's got Molly Bernard from the Younger series, and she's been in a bunch of other stuff, but she's not really the lead, honestly. I'm the fourth most scenes in the movie, and she's the fifth most scenes in the movie. Not that anybody's telling,
Did you tell her that when you saw her, just so that she knows, just to establish dominance?
I haven't met her yet. Actually, I met her online in a Zoom call. And I got to be honest, I've never seen any shows she's in, but she was easily the most like energetic and best like actor on the Zoom call, which includes me. She nailed it.
You mean the like working
Table read.
actor?
Yeah.
Was the best actor?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a few working actors. It's not a whole I'm the dead last listed guy. I'm the worst of them all. The most uncredited. I'm the only person in the Deadline article that doesn't have a theatrical agent. Like, everybody has their agency listed, then it's James Heaney at the bottom.
What do we gotta do to be a theatrical agent? Maybe I just need to like pay a fine or something.
They should have just put my number on there. I'd look after you. We'd look after you.
Yeah, Danny, why aren't you our agent?
How do you know I'm not?
Because James, it was listed in the Deadline article. That's obvious.
You know, have you ever seen Extras?
I need to watch it.
I've
heard a
been
lot
an
about
extra.
it.
Yeah.
You should watch the TV series Extras. But I'm like the agent in that. I'm very competent at my job.
Yeah, James, what is the release for this? Is it going to end up being like a straight to Prime, or you think there'll be a theatrical release, or what?
My guess is it's going to go to like Hulu or Amazon or Netflix. My hope is that it gets released in like art theaters, but I don't honestly know.
Cool. Yeah. Well,
I know that the other people in the cast have shows on like Peacock and on Hulu and stuff like that. So it kind of feels like it might be one of those scenarios.
Yeah, that's cool.
There is a really nice movie theatre in Manchester City Centre which does all of those independent kind of movies that don't really get picked up in the mainstream cinemas and stuff. So if it gets shown there, I will definitely go and watch it.
That's the hope. I mean, I haven't been. Nobody's telling me the distribution plan, but that's what I'm hoping it is.
Direct to DVD, direct to VHS.
Usually what happens with those is that they make the film, they get the final cut, and then they'll shop it around to different festivals, and then at the festival, you know, some like Newmark is like, oh, we're going to buy this whole movie from you, and they give them X amount of dollars or whatever.
That sounds like what I've been kind of told that they're going to do, but I don't really understand how that works.
I just told you, they go to the festival, someone sees it and they like it, and then some company's like, oh yeah, we'll buy your movie for you, and then they distribute it either to Amazon or they do a theatrical. If it's like, you know, sometimes indie films get picked up and they do a theatrical release because Warner Brothers buys it or whatever and is like, oh, look at our indie darling film, and they had nothing to do with the actual production of it. They just bought it and then put it out there. So that's always the goal when people do these independent films.
Maybe coming to a theatre near you one of these days.
Yeah.
Maybe. It'd be very strange to see you on the big screen. I mean, it shouldn't be because you're an actor, but it would just be unusual to see someone you know on a. I've never seen that before. You know.
It gets really.
Well, my Twitter commercial played like before movies all the time, so I was on the big screen then. But just like before, when everybody was like, "Geez, when's the movie gonna start?"
It happens a lot. Like if you do improv in LA, eventually like all of the people that you know end up in commercials. And so you're always watching TV and you're like, oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person. People get really annoyed. So you just have to shut up about
it. Anyway, do we have any other announcements?
I felt like there was another announcement I had, but I guess not.
Was it about TikTok?
Oh my God, that TikTok video, like all the TikTok stuff you're making is great. The one where you were hitting the statue is really funny.
Yeah.
Or well, I guess I should say where you're not hitting the statue.
Yeah, swing and a miss. Thank you. See, Danny, that's how you react to TikTok.
That was, I don't really watch TikTok. I installed it on my phone just for that pretty much. And I still haven't really looked at anything else. My sister showed me TikTok once, and there was some funny stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't usually look for videos like that are like 10 seconds long.
I mean, it's just like Vine or whatever from back in the day.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I mean, I like your content, and I'm going to start looking at more TikTok stuff. I mean, two of the guys that I coach improv are like, they have like 800,000 TikTok followers.
Oh, that you should tell them to like our stuff, follow us.
I'm going to. Actually, they've been talking to me the past couple of weeks. They want me to start doing TikTok content and dressing up as Ron Burgundy, which I'm not really interested in doing. It's like, I'm not really interested in doing like Ron Burgundy themed content. Like,
you don't want to get typecast as.
Well, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like. I'd rather just do anything else other than that. Like anything else.
If they have 800,000 followers, why don't they get Will Ferrell to do it?
Because they just think I'm funny, and like I'm gonna start helping them live stream their TikTok. Because what they do is they like have conversations. I haven't seen their stuff either, but they like talk to people and just like answer questions, kind of like we do in this fan mail show, but with 800,000 people. And I'm gonna start running their live streams because they just do it out of their apartment, and I'm gonna like get them a green screen and help them out.
Well, make sure you do at GameFront.com for when they like tag you in the videos and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Love it.
Can I ask you a question, James?
Yeah, that's our handle at GameFront, like GameFront.com without the dot.
Oh, all right.
You know this movie you're going to film?
Yeah.
Are you going to have a mustache, or are you going to shave it off?
I am having the mustache. I was wondering because they didn't tell me one way or the other, but they actually in the script, one of the lines they kind of added in about I don't want to spoil anything, but they mentioned something about my mustache in the script. So therefore, nice. I definitely have the mustache.
They're going to make that mustache famous.
Yeah.
So it's a good time for any. Yeah, that's good news. I think it's your signature look. So that's good news. If anyone wants to suggest any punishments where we shave off James's mustache, now's a good time for that.
Yeah, this would be a great time.
Danny, you didn't announce that you finished Dark Souls.
Well, we'll get to that when we get to that video, but it's true. Okay. I did finish Dark Souls. I can officially say that I've beaten Dark Souls, which I guess is one stamp on your gamer credential card that you can now add.
I honestly think it's up there with losing your virginity.
It's
like on
legit.
The other side of it, it is a huge life milestone, and on the other side of it is a whole different world. You know.
Yeah, I suppose on the other hand, though, when you lose your virginity, you don't have people like coming up to you saying, "Well, you tanked your way through that, you cheated," you know. So
you were definitely you wore your armor, so you were safe.
Exactly.
Did you feel the burn of the flame sword?
They make movies about a whole bunch of guys that are pledging to beat Dark Souls before the end of senior year.
That would be a funny high school or college movie where they're talking about beating Dark Souls, but everyone thinks they're talking about losing their virginity.
It writes itself. We should do comedy skits. Why we don't make comedy skits? I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be easy to make too, especially if they were like about 15 seconds long.
I shouldn't have mentioned it.
And they were on our TikTok. We need 1,000 followers to get all of the tools unlocked. GameFront
the movie, maybe one day. So people. What I will talk about is people want to know what I'm playing next, and I think it's one of two things. Because we were discussing it on the weekend, and I think Zach and I have decided that we'll probably just stream on weekends rather than make videos. So there may not be a new series of anything with me in it, because nobody needs me on YouTube. But
that's not right.
Your
Mono Mike came in hot. He's liking everything. I need you.
Thank you. But you're about to finish Elden Ring, so there's potentially Elden Ring that I could pick up after you finish it.
Not you, James.
Morgan's about to finish it. You're at least 3 years away from finishing it. To To be honest, you may never finish it because you're going to be so famous by the time you get near the end of it. Like, we can't afford you. So,
James, are you gonna ditch us when you get really famous?
Well, that was a private announcement, but yeah, I've upped my day rate.
no, but seriously, if you became as famous as like The Rock or something, like you wouldn't be here anymore, would you? Like, realistically.
Oh my God, yes, I would. I absolutely would. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to try to keep doing it while I'm filming this movie because I only work Monday through Friday. I have weekends off, baby.
Baby.
That is dedication to the cause right there. But I was thinking Bloodborne as well, potentially, as another potential, because I talked about how you could emulate it.
Oh, dude, these guys would lose their mind if you.
And we never got around to it.
Are you serious?
We haven't played it for a long time. We've covered all the others. I think it might be an interesting
me and James do.
Potentially. So, watch this space. I haven't decided, but those are the options. Do we have anything else? Should we do some comments?
Read me some comments.
Let's go. I think people are excited about the prospect of a potential Bloodborne. We will see.
Yeah, they're gonna lose their mind.
Oh my God, that would be great.
We'll see. No promises. Number
I
one
would be
this
excited
week.
for that. I don't know anything about Bloodborne except for the few weeks that we played.
Yeah, I don't, and I haven't really explored Dark Souls yet. But I'm curious to understand some of these like Demon Souls and this Bloodborne, which are apparently kind of the pre-Dark Souls, right?
Sure.
Did Bloodborne come after Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Bloodborne came after Dark Souls. Actually, I think Bloodborne came after Dark Souls 3.
Really? Okay.
No. I'm not 100% sure, but I think
You're
so.
Wrong.
Did you say I'm wrong?
Anyway, yeah. That's what he said.
That's what I said. You think we played Dark Souls 3 and then we played Bloodborne on your PlayStation sitting next to each other on a couch?
Well, James has driven through a tunnel. We'll kick off Elden Ring, episode number 21, The Poison Pools of the Stranded Graveyard, allegedly. And Amazing Jays kicks us off by saying that he hasn't watched the video, so that's great. But he's super excited about the destination. Update. I didn't see the part where Morgan completed this area in his playthrough, but I'm excited for you to find the final secret item in this area. It's a great bow, with scales, with faith. I didn't see Morgan complete this place in his playthrough, so I don't know if he found it, but you can get that as a reward if you can figure out how to defeat the chariot here. It's an optional challenge. Taking up the path that you started going up before finding the secret is also a legit path that leads to the unique enemy encounter and another special item. So don't forget to grab that while you're there too.
I did find it.
I read that comment. I'm not sure how to. I don't know what I don't know what it's saying.
Danny, will you add me to the stream so I can see the?
Oh sure, you I forgot to do that. That's a good point.
Yeah, we were doing announcements, but you got the bow, James. You were just like nonplussed by it. You just didn't care.
The bow?
Yeah, you ended up getting it, but you just didn't care. So that's why you forgot.
But it's not the poison bow that I have, right?
No. Did you? No. Mm-mm. No.
I guess I'll have to take another look at it.
It's a faith-based great bow. Erd tree great bow.
Oh yeah, but what? Yeah, it's just so far. Like I don't have the stats to play anything with that, do I?
I don't know what they're, but yeah, that's what they're talking about.
All right. Well, I'll look into it again. But it sounded like there was another area I could get
to. Nope. All right.
Okay.
Amazing Jays, I think you changed you pike to scale with faith 5 or 6 videos ago. You can pump faith to have it do a lot more damage, or change the ash of war on it to have it scale with something else other than faith for now. Speaking of Ashes of War, lately you don't seem to value your shield's current weapon art at the moment. I recommend putting a different Ash of War on it. Specifically, put the no-skill Ash of War on it so you can use your right-hand weapons art one-handed, even while you have your shield in your left hand. If you don't have this no-skill Ash of War in your inventory already, you can buy it and the other Ashes of War from the vendor at the War Master's Shack, just to the east of the entrance of Stormvale Castle. I know where that is. You know where that is too. Just be wary about traveling after dark unless you want to fight the Bell-bearing hunter boss again. Maybe you can take him now. You should fight that guy.
Yeah, I don't remember that guy.
You don't? Oh, okay.
Is that the guy that killed?
Wait, wasn't there?
Is that the guy that looks like the Sentinel from the Dark Souls 2? The kind of like floating swordsman.
Yeah, he floats his sword around. That is him.
Right.
But wasn't
I do remember that then.
There used to be a punishment when you said I don't remember, wasn't there?
If you don't remember, then you should be punished.
That's true. Pill. More James fumbling over his switcheroony shenanigans, then finally listening to advice to not overcomplicate things and wins. Honestly, I think best option for James is magic. Having less healing flask because caster and less buff options, pretty much all of them are faith-based, is not great. But magic more than makes up for it with its simple, straightforward damage, plus one of the strongest assist status effects, since pretty much nobody has immunity to it. Ice is intelligence-based, which works like bleed, but will also reduces enemies' damage resistance. After Morgan is done with Elden Ring on stream, we gotta try some turn-based games like XCOM series, Darkest Dungeon, Divinity, OS2, or even Weird West, Desperados, Hard West, Wasteland 1-3, etc. Kamikaze, Switcheroons, Rune Runes. Who knows the difference anymore? I feel stupid as now. Thanks, James. Ilmano Mike, I agree. Since if goes trading with everyone and taking so much damage and considering for the benefit that it will take years to finish this walkthrough, best option will be using magic, and it will be less stressful for Morgan survive going melee the entire game. Good call, Phil. He calls Phil. I love that. Co-op Divinity playthrough would be very sick. I don't even
These
know what
don't
that
sound
is.
like Dark Souls, so Weird West is very good.
I was just gonna keep playing.
Is Weird West based? Is that based off of a tabletop role playing game?
Yes, sort of. It's more of a weird action 2.5D role playing game.
Okay. There's like a Savage Tales like role playing game, and one of them is called Deadlands. And I think it's based off of a Weird West, or I don't know. Something about that reminds me of the role-playing game.
Oh, I don't know. This looks like a James game, not a me game.
XCOM is a lot of fun. I've played XCOM 1 a lot. I have XCOM 2.
Yeah. Turn-based stuff puts me right to sleep.
None of them are Dark Souls, so nobody will watch it. So it doesn't. Really
yeah, ain't that the truth?
So.
I would rather do Lego Star Wars.
I like Lego Star Wars.
But I think I'm gonna play
That's
through
good.
Elden Ring again. I think I can beat it in like a couple of weeks now.
Well, you're gonna play the whole thing again.
Yeah, I'm very excited to.
New Game Plus.
I mean,
your live streams.
What you don't know is that I play it at night on my Xbox. After streaming it for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, have you ordered? Do you want me to order you the capture card? You need a capture card.
Yeah,
right?
I think I want the Razer one.
Okay. Well, we'll take it offline, but just link me to what you want, and
Yeah,
I'll get it sent to you.
I actually think Fist Only Run is easy mode for Elden Ring. Once you get those claws, or just straight fists, we could do that.
Also, I just want it to be made clear on stream that I'm not refusing to buy Morgan his capture card before he claims
why don't
that
I have it?
Because you haven't told me which one you want yet. Anyway, Kamikaze Eye says if the boys would both use a green screen properly, they could provide the illusion that they don't in fact hate each other and can still meet in person. Brackets, no restraining orders. I mean, I think we tried that before you then switched to boxes because you wanted to use real backgrounds, and then you immediately put green screens back up and then just filled them in with the content. Yeah,
I'm
so
off
it's,
of it
I'm,
now. I'm gonna get one of those stick up like wall things for my wall back here that says GameFront on it, and then I'm just gonna use my wall.
Nice.
And
Nice.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah, you can light it nicely. Get some of these colored lights going. It'd be great. Get some just brick wallpaper. That's what I got over there. It looks.
I think I have some little LED lights that cycle. I'll check those out.
Not that anyone can ever see that, but you know.
There's brick back there. Do you make your bed every day? Wild.
I make my bed every day.
To be honest, I think like
you flip your bed over every day. There's a difference.
Yeah, but I make my bed before I flip it over.
I honestly think this would be a better backdrop, actually, if I could get the camera to stay in the right position.
Yeah, and then you got the bed in the background. It just lets the mind wander a
Well,
little
then,
bit.
well, then I would move here. This is kind of problematic because now I'm just like a small, little moon.
I think your background is fine. You make your bed every day too.
I mean, all I'm getting from this is that you're just too lazy to make your bed.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It seems fine. I mean, it's
don't you feel more comfortable when you get into a bed that's all nice and made, and like instead of a crumply blanket bed?
No, I feel no difference.
Wow.
I mean, you just put the covers on you, right?
Sometimes I lay on top of the covers for a while.
Like a little statue.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Spartan apparently has an Ava Media Live Gamer Portable 2 that works very well and is cheap.
That's what I have.
Okay, does that 4K pass through? James doesn't know. Kamikaze Ice, James wants to know: does it have 4K pass through?
Yes, that's what I said. That's why I said I like it.
I don't know. Seems a little shady. You don't think the Razer one would be better?
I'm sure the Razer one might be better. I like the one that I have. It does not stream in 4K, but it has 4K pass through.
No, it would only ever stream in 1080 at 60.
It's fair to say if James has it, then it's probably sus. I would agree.
Kamikaze Ice. James wants an early OP weapon. Guess that means he's going to be fighting the first Tree Sentinel next until James gets what he deserves. Oh, that would be fun. I don't know if that's the right weapon for him, but he should be able to kill that guy now. Kamikaze Ice, it's so easy to bush a Wooten Dragonborn 2022. Kamikaze Ice, try fingers butt 2105. Is this a TikTok worthy moment?
Sorry, there's something very inappropriate that I think maybe I saw somebody fingering their butt on the beach yesterday. It was crazy.
Wait.
Sorry, what?
I've seen a lot of crazy shit, Bennett. But yesterday, Aaron and I saw a man fingering his butthole on the beach yesterday. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It was insane.
What does this have to do with the footage we just saw?
I have some logistic questions. Was he on his back with like his legs propped up over his head, or was he like on all fours, like reaching? Like, how do you do that?
He had his pants down around his like not quite around his knees, but close to that. And we don't know exactly what he was doing. It was really weird. But he was either shoving something into his ass, like maybe shoving drugs. I don't know, or he was just, huh?
He was boofing or maybe he has something. Maybe he was putting a suppository in. And he just is.
I mean, I don't know what he was doing, but he was vigorously like having his hands go in and out of his ass.
Yo.
Down around like just above his knees. It was fucking crazy. I've never seen anything so I've seen a lot of disturbing stuff, and maybe I've seen more disturbing stuff. But Aaron and I literally were just like, well, we gotta walk away. So like we turned and left the beach and walked in the alley for a while just so that we didn't have to see it.
Did you give him a quick high five?
No. Well, that's what I was thinking. Is like I don't know if the man was experiencing homelessness or not, because his clothes didn't. Not that you can judge a man by their clothes, but his clothes weren't rags or anything. But it was a crazy thing to see a human being doing. It felt uncomfortable. But we were trying to figure out what he was doing, because I don't know. I think maybe he was trying to hide drugs, like a bag of drugs, or maybe he was trying to get a bag of drugs out of his ass. I don't know what he was doing.
I don't go out of the house. There's too much humanity out there.
It's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
Not worth it.
Dark Page would like to know if you put a message down in front of him. That was a good question.
Butthole.
Yeah, it was weird. It's kind of haunting me now. I don't really want to think about it again.
Pill has a good point. The worst thing about you telling this story now is that Zach isn't here to comment.
Yeah,
we got to move on before he gets here. It's probably waking him up. He knows something dirty is happening, and
he's like a summons. It's like the bat signal. He's just like staring in bed, like someone's called me. We should,
FYI, you can destroy the chariot with an arrow hitting the big crackpots hanging from the ceiling. Wink, and it gives you an early game great loot. That's a good play on words. And they're all accurate. These are all accurate. I mean, oh, nice sounds a little sarcastic because we do get it at the end. El Scorcho. Yes, I'm on a mic again. There's a very good talisman in this area too. Yeah, they still need to go and finish that upward path. Wait, you got the talisman in here, right? Oh no, this is the out of order one, right? This isn't the one where you actually go and do all that stuff. You do the first part and then you go somewhere else. What's happening? James, what order are these videos in?
There's one that's called The Lost Run of the Poison Pools. That one comes earlier than the others.
James got the talisman but never got the upward path. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, so 21.
Oh, I was thinking the spell casting thing, not a talisman that hooks up like that. You're right, I did get that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think something like episode 21 should really be 22, and 22 should really be 21, or something like that.
We gotta figure out how to not ever have that happen again. It's happened twice.
Well, it was my own fault. We just had so much backlogged that I didn't realize I hadn't exported that video. So when I uploaded everything, that one didn't get uploaded. So it was my fault.
Yeah. Right. As of right now, there's like a 1 in 10 chance that the video is actually no, because there's 2. There's like a 1 in 5 chance that the video is out of order.
No, because there's 20 videos and there's 2 videos that were out of order. So it's 1 in 10. You're right.
It makes 4 videos that are out of order.
Oh. Well, I guess. But you're counting the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can weight statistics to favor the outcome you want to see. So that's
here's my argument on that. If you're going to count it both ways like that, then you have to count things being in the right spot going forward and backwards. So that means 40 times it was, 38 times it was right, and only 2 times it was... Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to count it twice, then I get to count all of them that are right twice too.
No, because it's the one that you put out of order and then the one that it pushes down out of order. All the other ones are in the right order.
Yeah, but that's just to say that the one that is in the right order...
There's 21 videos and 4 of them are out of order.
Dog Genius says, and James meets and kills his first tree spirit. These effers are some of the most difficult recurring bosses in the game, and there's at least half a dozen of the darn things that I can remember off the top of my head alone, coming in both Goldfire and Scarlet Riot variations in the open world and in tiny catacombs like this one. The trick to fighting them is a bit counterintuitive, so you have to stay close, very close. I mean, get right up in those branches. Only attacks they have that can hit that close are their explosions and the tail swipes, both of which have a very obvious tell and are quite easy to dodge. So good job killing it and getting Goleg. The summons is effing broken. How good he is. Heavily armored knight dual wielding a pair of greatswords. He wrecks everything I've thrown at him that isn't against Melina or Malekith. You won't solo bosses like a sorry, I can't even see today. Well-knitted mimic could prior to the nerf, but he's a solid partner that goes great with a player who knows how to stay alive and let him work. Put rejection away before it gets you killed, even more. You're already starting to develop bad habits with it. I'd love to say something cheeky like I'm the coach James was thinking of on the other side of the Mississippi, but I'd lose my patience with him and take the controller if I was in the same room after he ignored my advice for the 100th time.
Oh, thank you, Dark Genius, for recognizing how frustrating it is to be ignored.
No, I listen to almost everything you say.
Just doesn't choose to act on most of it.
That's ignoring what I just said.
That's worse. That's just literally this. That's basically saying that you don't believe what Morgan says is correct.
He doesn't. It's very frustrating. I'm working through it. I'll be in a better place when we record today. But it was the last time that we recorded the first video. I was very frustrated off the bat because I come in so positive, and I every time I sit down, I think there's going to be a different result. I'm the madman because I think there's something different is going to happen. Like everything's going to be fine. We're going to move forward, and then it happens again. And then the frustration sets in, and then the sarcasm starts.
Did you used to ignore Mitch as much as you ignore?
No, he respects Mitch.
Oh my God, that's not true.
You don't respect.
You don't respect Mitch. Okay.
Wow. There it is.
There was a lot
of IGN. Let him know.
I didn't do what he said to do. Sometimes you gotta go with your gut. Sometimes your gut says that your coach is, out of their element.
That's an announcement that I forgot to make. Because Mitch posted on Twitter the other day that he's going to become Daddy Mitch, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that's exciting news.
That is exciting news.
You may have not heard it. So now he's even less likely to be a guest star in any future videos. Or at least maybe we just need to grab him as much
or maybe
as we can
more.
for the
They'll get
next
him on some paternity leave and he'll be bored. We'll get him over here.
I need time away from the baby. Where's that James guy?
Yeah, if you got him on any of your socials, give him a shout out and tell him congrats.
Tell him that every episode gives him one free babysitting.
Are you gonna watch the baby?
Couple of times.
Do you want?
Depends on how entertaining it is. I've got TikTok attention.
This baby better be. Oh man! All right. Elmana. Oh no, Brad Hahn. I'm reasonably certain you have Chrysalids Memento in your inventory. It's a key item. Look like a red piece of cloth. You should give it to the lady who gave you the jellyfish to give her to move to the round table hold. She's an important vendor. Isaac Sims, you should listen to Brad. This is a very important vendor, and I don't know if we figure it out in the next couple of videos or not, but that is.
I do think we did.
Yeah. I'm just not sure if it's the ones that are out already. Elmana Mike, bravery through running. Hecka. Elmana Mike. Okay, once the two handy guys that drops from the ceiling on the ledge, you can go down and then again down once more and go through the tunnel. Be wary of sneak attack, then pull your bow and arrow and time it to hit the big jars on the ceiling. All right, we got that. Volk. Great job with the shirtless boss kill. I will say that this is in this video when you have just the pants on, it's your best fashion, and the cat mask. It's the best look. Great job with your shirtless boss kill. A couple of things. I'm guessing James will go back to his I'm a shield user playstyle. So if all you care about is a shield that has 100% physical block, the Twin Maidens in the round table hold sell a heater shield for 1,500 runes that weighs 3.5 instead of the brass shield you have that weighs 7. You can also get a memory stone here, which is the item you need for more spell slots for 3,000 runes. Also, the round table hold brother.
Could you write that one down? Could you write that one down as a little note, Morgan? Because I want that shield.
In your notes. No, well, I mean, you'll go back there. We'll remember. So it's cure poison for 1,000 runes. Could be great for when you encounter a poison area. You will eventually find a better version of the spell that not only cures poison but also rot for a small HP hit. But that might take some time to find. Finally, my personal recommendation is to ignore and trash anything that says it will reduce fall damage, as this will not save you from dying. You will always die if you fall 20 plus meters, unless it's a scripted fall and you start to take damage from 16 to 19.9 meters. That's a really small window to reduce fall damage that I just can't see worth the spell slot, talisman slot up. But it's up to you, James. I hope you guys have a great day. That's true. The falling is it's not like other games.
More from this video.
What's that?
How many more comments do we have to read on this video?
Got a lot.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a very popular
All right,
video.
I have parked and I'm home, but it's going to take me 10 minutes to get inside, get my stuff set up. Should I just finish in here in the car, or should I get off?
Oh
the
no,
let's finish this video, and then we'll go to the one that James is not involved in.
Unless you pull one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because James needs to hear this. Let's see what's at 3026 though from Dark Page.
Oh my god!
Get yourself in position for an attack.
I can't see him.
Why did this happen? Why did you unlock?
He was out of my distance. It unlocked. And
I don't see it, but it sounds like TikTok material.
No, you almost had that big rotworm killed. And then you unlock and turn your back to him, and then just get blasted for no reason. It's disappointing. Dark Page, James, I know you love the shield, but maybe you should take Danny's route and just put heavy up on armor. Although I don't know for sure if they are equivalent in both games as far as damage reduction, so you are not even worried about blocking and just picking a spot to do damage. Might be too huge of a change for you though. I've heard that the armor isn't nearly as important in an Elden Ring. Like the difference between wearing like super heavy armor and medium armor is like not that like it doesn't reduce that much. I would say probably for immunities and stuff, but not for just physical damage.
I've been told that if I want to play Elden Ring, that I shouldn't expect to be able to be as tanky as I am in Dark Souls. Yeah, which is both disappointing, but also it's an honor to know that Dark Page recognizes the genius of my playstyle in Dark Souls.
It's wild. I'm playing a heavy character right now, and it feels weird. Like I just like take a hit to the face, and hope that I break the poise because I'm using a giant axe.
Yeah, people I'm very Marmite approach. Like some people loved it, and then some people were genuinely upset. There was a guy in the chat on YouTube during the stream the other day who was genuinely very upset. I don't think he'd been a regular viewer. And
he just showed up and was mad.
He was slightly abusive about my my approach to the game.
I don't get why people get mad at the way that other people are playing. Like it's fine. Let them like.
Well, I think it's offensive to some people for me to be bad at the game and cheese my way through it.
Nah, especially with Elden Ring. Elden Ring is built for cheese. Like it's not the same. It's just not the same as the linear like a Dark Souls 3 or something like that. You just cheese it. It's fine. You can cheese it.
Apparently in Bloodborne, you can get armor with the highest defense and it doesn't even affect your movement at all. So that sounds great. Bloodborne sounds like my cup of tea. Wow. I can tank away and it won't even slow me down. That sounds fantastic. Anyway, that's off topic. Ulasar's botnet. Great fight, James.
Bosox 2K1, thank God you went back to the sword. It does great base damage, has your bleed, and you can enhance it. It does?
Could you like... it does!
Without a question mark. It's the same. It does. All right.
Isaac
this
Sims
is going to be controversial.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah,
I'll read it. The Night Oleg Spirit summon you got is very, very good. However, it requires 100 FP. What's FP?
Focus points.
Okay, 100 focus points to summon him.
It's basically mana.
Mana. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's words I understand. That's why I recommend getting the Demi-Human Ashes, as you should be able to cast it with the base stats and calling 5 aggressive Goblin Boys. They also get buffed if you summon them at night. I am much further into the game than you. That's a humble brag. And they are my primary spirit summons. As a reminder, they are located in the dungeon on the northeast edge of the southern continent, at what I believe is called the Impaler Catacombs. Simply progress through and beat the boss, and you should get them.
Steve the Ghost, to add to this, the lone wolf spirits are also more aggressive at night. I didn't know that. Sims, this I did not know. The only thing I would mention is that the benefit of the demi-humans is that they're more tanky, and the wolves are their wolves than the wolves, and there are 5 of them instead of 3. The wolves always seem to get wiped out pretty quickly for me for some reason. Steve the Ghost. Oh, I wasn't saying they were better, just mentioning they also change behavior at night. Sims, I knew what you meant. Thanks for the info. What a kind exchange between 2 Dark Souls aficionados.
Steve the Ghost. That tree spirit's grab attack is tough to dodge, and if you don't have that bleed damage, I would have told you to leave. Lol. Or if you didn't have that bleed damage.
Mr. Sandoval, I'm a big fan of Bloodhound Fang. Once I got it, I cleared Limgrave, Weeping Peninsula, and clearing Liurnia now. I've got it at a +7, and it's brutal. It's my go-to right now. Another funny video, guys. Already looking forward to the next one. El Scorcho, they're 2 professional comedians. Of course their videos are funny.
That's insulting. Sounds great.
El Scorcho came at him hard. El Scorcho had a real Danny moment. I'm going to make that stick.
I know. I mean, it's funny, right? It's like, okay, your funny doesn't count because you've been paid, because you're paid to be funny. So therefore, you know, like, anyway.
Love it. Jims, are you still here?
Here.
Isaac Sims, remember you also have the ability to change Ashes of War on your weapons, and thus the scaling of said weapon without any sort of special materials like in previous games. Also, Morgan is doing you a major service getting you this item in this dungeon. It will grant you a pretty major attribute boost. The last thing I'll mention is your armor setup. If you do in fact go with a lighter weapon like the dagger, or for a specific boss, or the flail, they are not very heavy. This means you should min-max your armor until you are at the top of mid. You can find lighter 100% block shields too. The most important aspects of a shield are 100% physical block and weight. Almost all heater shields are a good option. I run with a colossal greatsword, and paired with the item you almost got in this video, and a light 100% blocking shield, I'm able to wear very protective armor and still have a mid-roll. I know some people seem to bemoan item management, but it is an integral aspect of these games that can make things a lot less painful. Don't like doing it in videos? Do it off camera and give a quick run through of what you changed before you pressed record. Thank you for the content, guys. Good points. Item management
Eternal
is not
battle.
bad.
Online or offline inventory management.
Yeah, the inventory management is not bad if you are efficient with it. Like, you go to change it and you know what you're changing it to, instead of, I don't know, like mindlessly scrolling through the 4 spells that you have.
Are you able to boost the volume of your microphone slightly, Morgan? Is that...
I am.
Because I've maxed you as high as you can go.
James made me turn it down.
Okay.
And then he's going to make me turn it up now. Let me see what I got.
Sorry. Anyway,
we're always at opposing. How about now?
That's probably good. Anyway,
How about now?
Oh, that's better. That's better. El Scorcho says that the shirtless Catman should be the build going forwards. And then finally, Ken Eric 86 says, "Wow, you actually did really good at the Tree Spirit boss." Big grin. Not that I'm surprised or anything, of course. Me neither.
Me neither. He had to go back and edit it too. He had to add that. I bet the comment really originally just said, "Wow, you actually did really good at the Tree Spirit boss," and then he was like, "Oh no, that sounds."
Yeah. Do you think they'll just believe me? I need to add more sarcasm to that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good news,
All right.
James. We finished that video, so you're free to leave the car.
Or are you trying finger butthole? He's gone.
James is being accosted by the street sharks.
Street Sharks. I like those guys. They're so funny.
They sound like cool dudes. We should get them on one day.
No, I wouldn't go anywhere near them. They're literally a gang that rides around singing about the gang that they're in.
How harmless can they be? How harmful can they be if they have a song about themselves? It sounds like a musical troupe.
You've never seen anyone get attacked by people with skateboards?
Sure, but not while they're actually singing Street Sharks, Street Sharks. I mean, if they came...
How disturbing would it be to have both happen at the same time?
Don't know. Like I say, it sounds more like a musical. It's if they've got talent, if they've got that kind of talent, I'm sure really they're good people at heart. They just happen to look aggressive, but you should never judge a book by its cover. Has anyone ever seen them actually do anything violent?
No, but they also are riding around Venice carefree singing about the gang that they're in, which means that they
might just love to sing. They might do a lot of charity work on the weekends. You don't know them.
They're definitely capable of protecting themselves, at least at a minimum.
And have you seen them carrying weapons?
Yeah, they ride around on them. They're called skateboards.
You can't call a skateboard a weapon. It's a mode of transport. That's like saying your car is a weapon. It could be.
Car is definitely a weapon.
Okay. This is Death's Door, episode number 8. Pelagius. Are the roles flipped and the tables have turned? Can James become the ultimate combat master? Can Morgan find a hat? Find out on the next episode of Death Door Z.
This game is so fun. I wish it was... I don't wish anything for it. We're just gonna keep playing it. It's so fun.
It doesn't get the views it deserves. People more, yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me. There's another game out called Tunic that I really want to play. It's like similar vibes. Elmana Mike 1108. That's what she said. Oh no. Oh, I swallowed wrong.
All right, well.
Childish.
Wow.
She said it exactly like that too. Oh boy.
I'm gonna throw that up on TikTok. Just me going, I swallowed wrong.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Why? That's funny. So here's my goal: is eventually I want to have us put an audio up that other people use for their videos, because you can like take the audio from one video and put it on your video.
So you want to become mimetic. You want to be used in another video, effectively.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Do we get royalties for that?
That's why we need to get to 1,000 followers someday. And I'm sorry to say this, but someday TikTok is going to be our biggest revenue generator.
Will you be naming the video That's What She Said?
I don't know. I don't think it can.
No, he hasn't got the
Maybe that's what ... And then if they fill in she said, he said, then that's on them.
Yeah, fair enough. TJ Slusher says, good old cliffhanger.
Made him sad.
I know.
Sorry, go ahead.
Zach would be sad too. Zach would definitely have named it that. TJ Slusher says, good old cliffhanger, lol. Will James become a boss-beating hero? I guess you have to find out on the next episode of Death Door Z.
Yeah. 156 Morgs, you know I'm eating that seed now. Suicide rolls. Did I roll off the edge?
You know I'm eating that seed now.
Oh no, this is
I
very
hope
sad. So dumb.
Nice.
I just literally hit the wrong button and just yeeted myself into the water. It's a bad
Nicely
way to go
done.
out.
That's a TikTok. Like,
Yeah,
quite a lot of these should be TikTok. I should send you all the links for these, really.
Well, what I do is I scroll through the comments, the recent comments, and then I've got my Streamlabs set up, and then instead of downloading the whole video, I just screen grab, like put it full screen, and then record that section, and then do it that way.
It's almost like you've got a production line going now for this stuff.
I do. That was the main problem, was setting up my Premiere to do it properly, and then figuring out that you have to scooch the videos like us over to the left a little bit, and yeah, all that stuff. It's in the works now. I put one up earlier today. Let's see what happened. I put one up while we were chatting.
You're actually TikToking during the stream.
Hey, I'm a millennial now.
Your attention span is that short that you have to be TikToking during the streams.
Okay, it's got 0 views, so that's not the best. Well, because there's guess how many people we're following.
We are following.
Mm-hmm.
1,000?
No. 69.
10? 69, of course. And you're not going to follow another ever again.
Nope.
That's it.
I will unfollow
Done.
and follow people so that I can keep it at 69.
Refuses to name a video. That's what she said, but he's happy to have 69 followers in perpetuity.
Well, it's one thing if you create a situation where someone has a dirty thought. It's a different situation when you zack it into their face and then force them to have it.
It's always funny when we're like doing subtle double entendres and then Zach just says the thing that everyone's thinking.
Stuff works.
Blatantly. But thinks he's still being subtle. It's funny.
It's bad.
But Spartan's happy that I'm trying to defend it, though. I think Spartan definitely wants that video name. Yeah, tiki-talking, that's the term, right, Hero? That's what the kids call it. Tiki-talking.
You guys got to get young and fresh like me. Think about how fresh you would be. Young, fresh.
I am on the verge of drawing my pension. Physically, if not in actual age. Here's an exciting one.
I wish we had pensions here.
No, sorry to bring up a sore subject. Resident Evil number 4, episode number 3. Amazing Jays, I watched the video and I liked it. Something like that. You guys never played Leon's campaign from Resident Evil 2, but that woman outside the window was the character Leon meets in this game. You never meet Sherry, the little girl, he meets Ada. By the way, at 9 minutes and 43 seconds, that was amazing. James whiffs the shot and is facing instant death, but thanks to the axe throwing guy, Leon gets hit with an axe, and Leon's wince animation causes him to just barely dodge the chainsaw aimed at his neck. James's face at 9 minutes 46 is priceless. This sounds fantastic. Should we roll that footage?
I want to see that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's
I almost
amazing.
knocked over everything here.
Can we see that again?
Okay.
That was brilliant. That's going on TikTok. You need to put that on TikTok.
Oh, now you're all hyped on TikTok? Weird.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I can go back to hating if you like, but
No, it's good. Yeah, I will definitely put that on TikTok. The more stuff you guys tag, the more options I will have for stuff to put on TikTok. That is definitely going up there. And to all of the Resident Evil 4 fans that are on TikTok.
Amazing Jays again. From memory of years ago, at 13 minutes and 45, that bird's nest over James's head has treasure in it. Remember to use the treasure map that you bought. You won't necessarily ever need to go back to these areas, but you passed a lot of treasure marked in the map that you bought those past 2 videos ago that you could have used to buy more guns, etc. Update. Morgan spots another bird's nest later in the video. Nice job, Morgs.
Yeah. They I feel like we almost have too much money in this game.
It's the wrong time. You said 13:45, right? Oh, that was 13:45.
There's a big old crowd of people.
It's
I
that
don't know how
that
far
nest
I
up
throw
there.
it though.
It's that bird's nest there, I assume.
Yeah. Amazing Jays, the original RE1, 2, and 3 all had same RE1 style controls. RE4 was the first RE to move away from the tank controls. Side note, you guys have forgotten your RE5 combat skills. Use a single bullet to shoot an enemy in the face, then run up to them and trigger contextual melee action to hit an entire group of nearby enemies with the roundhouse. Damn, it looked like James was attempting the shoot and kick at 57:48, but he was just a little too late and used the knife instead. Or maybe he went for the knife immediately, so he never got the kick prompt. Keep trying, Jabs. I believe that.
Weird.
Weird. weird. He just knifes the guy in the face.
Took him out.
Why does
Oh,
that
well.
guy look like a little like stolen?
Oh, he did a little bit. He looks like an enemy that was also in Resident Evil 5. It looks like, if not the same character model, then
I mean,
yeah, he does. He
that's
does have a
based off
vibe of.
Stalin, right? Zombie
I
Stalin.
guess either Stalin or maybe a touch of Saddam Hussein in there. I'm not sure.
Pick your poison,
yeah.
you know.
Nice. Dictators bingo. Amazing Jays. Again, 9 minutes and 22 seconds when you are trying to get away quickly, or you just want to burst into a room with a dramatic entrance. You can tap E a second time to cancel the slow open animation, and Leon will just kick the door open quickly, allowing you to walk through it faster. That's a good tip.
That is a good tip.
Let's watch
I like
this
to
tip.
I like to bust into rooms.
Okay.
Oh, this is just this again, but I mean, we can. I'm happy to watch that again.
Again and again and again. Pill, I assumed that you would have easier time with combat, especially after RE5. Darn, you two proved me wrong again. I do not know what screen you were looking for. Granted, it's hard to watch James play, but Leon is using the TMP stock. In-game, it's reflected in less recoil, and you start to aim at around shoulder height instead of center body. Speaking about TMP, more trivia. TMP stands for Tactical Machine Pistol, and is modeled after a weird mix of two real-life versions of the same gun, the Brugger and Thomet MP9, I know that one, and the earlier model Steyr TMP. Steyr got bought out by B&T in the early 2000s, and TMP design got updated. And by default, has red dot sight that is like a Wilcox Night Stalker power grip. Stock is modeled after real-life Steyr TMP detachable stock. Interestingly, the way it connects also very similar to Leon's Matilda, the H&K Volkspistol 70. I guess it's a German firearm engineering thing. Not bad. Good job, Pill. I only knew one of those, of all of those things. Vincent37, comment. Thanks. We told everyone to comment before they even watched the video because we need it. Dark Page didn't watch but commented as instructed. Thank you, Dark Page. That's all that matters. Volk, man, I can't wait till Morgan gets a turn to play. Not Morgan, by the way.
No.
Danny.
No.
No, wait. Come on.
Okay, I suppose I gave it. But this business needs to stop. You don't encourage this man. He's a menace, and
You can see how that's definitely not me, right?
I believe that's not you. But if it was the GameFront VODs channel,
not Morgan, by the way.
no, that's nothing to do with it at all.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to learn.
What you should just do is tell the truth and just admit that you're the person using the VODs account.
I do use the VODs account.
All of the comments on that account are you.
Well, I can't talk to that.
I mean,
I don't know who else is using it. A lot of people have access.
Edmund Roth. We want the good old Mitch and James, man. Oh, wow.
At me. Wow.
Edmund just coming in out of nowhere after 8 years just to say
Just
this is
lopped
shit
my
because
head
Mitch is
off.
there. Exactly. Just absolutely brutal. Unbelievable. Sounds like the kind of thing I was getting on Saturday, to be honest.
The same guy.
It wasn't the same guy, but it's about this time of year, Easter, where the old crowd come out and start complaining that Mitch isn't here. So.
All of the trolls are resurrected.
Ken AK6, don't exclude Morgan ever again, or I swear to God, not Morgan, by the way. El Scorcho says, Morgan exceeds Mitch in all categories. Age, height, weight. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, these are all true.
No.
This is all true.
Cuteness, okay, fair enough. Humor, fair. Diet, physical proximity to James is fair. No, they are all fair.
It's
No, I
really
mean I don't
true.
want to say that Mitch isn't funny, but I guess you are a bit
Wait,
funnier.
but are you to my face telling me that Mitch is funnier than me?
I'm not saying he's funnier than you. I'm saying that you're both funny.
Interesting.
Although you're probably a little bit funnier. I mean,
There we go.
I mean, you're here every week and Mitch isn't. So,
More chances to impress. El Scorcho, that is such an accurate. It's accurate in every way.
this is an
Beautiful-
objective
beautiful
observation.
comment.
How much did you pay El Scorcho for this comment?
I don't know. It's beautiful. That's pure. It's both encouraging and digging.
Oh, the chat is rallying around. Apparently, you are way funnier than Mitch. That's what
Oh
everyone's
no!
saying. So
But
there you go.
Dark Page is pointing out a good point that we don't have to. There doesn't
We
have to
don't
be a
have to do
winner
this.
or loser, especially since I've already,
Yeah, but it's funny though. Canary says James and Morgan is one entity. They are like movies and popcorn, bread and butter, mustard and ketchup, nuts and bolts, milk and cereal, hardware and software, tea and sugar, lights and candles. They are Gamefront. Danny's their father, and Zach is their annoying but kind of sweet little brother. Mikey's God.
Oh, that's very accurate.
That's actually
Mikey.
the most accurate summary of Gamefront that I've seen to date. That is pretty good. I'm giving that.
That's pretty good. Beautiful. El Mono Mike, great progress, guys. Very entertaining. Since Saints 928, 942. Dude, James playing Holy I'm Dead. Total panic mode, lol. Been having an awesome week, and James' face just tops it off, man. El Scorcho, a few things on YouTube are better than a good James panic face.
What's that? 9 minutes 42 seconds.
Yeah, let's see that panic.
Oh, that's the wrong.
Oh, no, that's when I lose my head. That should be good. Oh,
About there, I think.
Okay.
It's just the same thing again, but that's fine. I will watch that all day long, so that's all good. That's getting a
It's
lot of links
ridiculous.
today. You've got to TikTok that one. You've got to TikTok
yeah. DT Coney with the TMP, shoot them in the knees, run up, then stab. Good call. Ken Eric. The reason people say this is their favorite is nostalgia. Used to be my fave too, but not anymore. Tip, you can shoot the crows to get items or money. Oh, nice. El Scorcho, this is one of the most frightening videos I've ever seen. The gameplay was almost as scary as the on-screen violence. Quick tip, if you run out of ammo again, you can use the big fish in your inventory as a weapon. Seriously, I think I'm scarred for life by what happened at 724. That's when I lose. I get blasted.
I think that's this one. There you go.
And
That-
one is already,
that-
that one's been
that's-
TikToked.
That's pretty brutal, actually.
It was
I mean,
wild.
that's just a clean cut there.
It was crazy. I didn't
that
think that was an option at all.
that's pretty gruesome for the time as well. That's pretty.
It's bad.
It's, more of this thing they called Elden Ring.
Oh,
Let's start
people are coming
again
out.
with.
These TikToks. Good job, guys.
The Amazing Jays.
We
Or is
can't
it
do
just
Elden Ring
Amazing
without
Jays?
James here. Where's James?
Where is James? James! He's replied to this one, though, so he's read it.
Oh yeah. Wait, with what account? This is a different person pretending to be James
This,
Heaney.
no, this is James Heaney.
Wait, can you click on that? I've never seen that
Sure.
before.
He's just changed his picture,
Oh.
but it's still the real James Heaney.
Sock Timber?
He's just changed it now to James Heaney, so he's now the fake James Heaney.
Is Sock
Speaking of
Timber
which-
what you do? Oh, never mind.
I guess it's just September where you don't wear socks. It's like Movember is November where you just have a mustache, right?
Yeah, I was thinking of the other thing that happens in November.
What's that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Cool. Amazing. Is it? Am I imagining it? Did Amazing Jays used to have the Amazing Jays on the front of his name? Am I just making that up?
I think you're thinking of the real James Heaney.
I must be. Anyway, I'm curious what this November thing is. I actually don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just ignorant. to whatever this is,
Yeah,
but
you
the
are.
chat's saying that you got to talk about it.
It's October, and then this thing would go hand in hand, if you know what I mean. Amazing J's FYI, the previous area you abandoned, you don't need to kill those grafted spiders that you died to last time. You just need to grab the item on the ground. It's probably the best loot item in that area. And then drop down to another secret drop to continue the path. Blah, blah. We did this. Although there's a separate, shorter path up the hill. That's the one that we missed. Update, if I'm not mistaken, there's some more lost or out-of-place footage, which we clear up later. Good. Amazing Jays. James, commend you for taking notes and opening up the video with your plan of objectives. I appreciate that as well. Really awesome job. Since you're taking notes now, the island to the south has a memory stone that you missed. Memory stones are what let you increase the number of spell slots you have. Attunements isn't a thing anymore. If you are ready to start yourself a third slot and you need to find Urdi's Rise and then complete a fairly simple puzzle once there, aka the Threes Wise Beast puzzle, to get inside and get the stone. I can't figure these friggin' puzzles out. They're hard. To get Urdi's Rise, take the Bridge of Sacrifice across south of Limgrave. I know where that is. Into the Weeping Peninsula, almost immediately to the east, is a plateau. On the southern tip of the plateau, you'll find Urdi's Rise. I just don't want James to have more spells. Is that wrong of me? If you ever feel a sense of wanderlust, also note that there are still 5 or 6 more dungeons plus caves that you haven't yet discovered in the Weeping Peninsula as well, just in case you thought you had 100%ed that area. No need to try to do everything, though. You can, you do you.
Amazing Jays says, James, we should wait for James, really.
He's got, I don't know where he is. He said 10 minutes, and that was like 30 minutes ago.
Can you do? The man is law unto himself. Spartan says in the chat, I really should just beat Elden Ring. I'm like 50% with a dual colossal Webster build, which I suppose means something strength build. What's a web? Web? A web strength build.
A weapon strength build.
Weapon strength build, of course. I'm so stupid. I'm just going to buy time. He might not turn up, though.
Poor Spartan tried to abbreviate weapon to weapon, and then had to write out wep equals weapon.
Sorry, Spartan.
3 times as much work to get his point across.
I'm sorry, Spartan. I'm so sorry. This is why I shouldn't be allowed on these videos. For real, man, so much work. Sorry.
Bill, once again, seeing the same old dance chant. Wait, he should definitely see this one. Do we have another video that's not him, that's not your...
We can just skip. Well, no, we've got that and another Elden Ring, so really we can...
Holy schmoly, we put a lot of Elden Ring out.
It's all about the Elden Ring these days. We've been putting out like 3 Elden Rings a week.
Yeah.
All we can really do is talk to the chat, really, and buy time until he turns up, or we can just plow on regardless.
If you want a good comment that's not important, you can read mine. Let's find Hero's comment.
Where's Hero's comment? I don't like to do them out of order because I get lost.
Nah,
but,
it's fine.
There we go.
Hey, James, Megan, good job on this video at 2055. You did miss some D's. Might want to go back and get it.
I think that's this one.
Uh-oh. No, no, 2055. Was that it?
I can't hear you while it's playing. You that quiet. 2055.
Yeah.
Is it this one then? There we go.
Okay. I almost forgot that you had to hit him again.
Yeah, I saw that. I was not going to say anything.
I know. Wouldn't have hurt to say something.
Hey, you have to
Human
learn.
bone shard.
If I'm just here telling you what to do, like, what's the point? Like, you learn this stuff for yourself.
Failed. Kill it, Danny.
All right.
He picked a random time. He just want to say D's. It didn't didn't really pan out.
Well, I mean,
think-
we could just watch the video. I mean, just to pass some time while we wait for James. I mean,
I don't think James is coming back, honestly. He probably forgot
can-
that he packed up his whole laptop and then he tried to put it all together and then he spilled coffee on something and then he had to make the coffee first. I doubt he's coming back.
all right then. Well, James, whenever you come across, have we done this? One of those green statues, 18 minutes 44. Use the examine prompt to have it guide you to a nearby dungeon. If you come across a green statue that doesn't act like it's interactive, then it means you've already completed that dungeon that it would point you to. Maybe we just need to make some notes for James here.
James read that. He knew that because he was talking to me about green statues, and I was like, "What are you talking about? The statues are not green."
It looks like James has read these comments because he's replied to one of them. So it sounds like he's at least tried to take in whatever you said there. Pill, once again.
There he is.
Hey!
He can take over while I do a bathroom break. Bye-bye.
Right? So, where are we?
We are up to Pelagius.
Okay. Let me make this full screen so I can see it. All right. Pelagius. Oh, no. Once again, we see the same old just dance. The same old dance. James trying to do some sort of smart strategy. Failing. James switching to simple, straightforward approach. Easy win. Albeit versus extremely weak enemy. So yeah, still think that magic is better choice. Since it's a lot more straightforward. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Morgan's really trying, I don't know if he said it out loud, but push me into doing a battle mage. Where I do faith, pyro, and magic. I don't think that's what people are asking for. What do you think, Danny?
I think I don't know enough about the topic to really have a comment. But it sounds I like the word battle mage.
I like battle mage too, but people try to skew it into making me think it's a bad old mage. It's not a bad old mage, it's a battle mage.
Yeah, people have been saying to me something about I should do a bad old mage.
A bad old mage or a battle mage?
Like when I play Dark Souls again, just by myself, I should play as a bad old mage, or I guess just a battle mage or a mage. I don't know. But yeah, do you have a camera? Is that not working?
Oh my gosh! I forgot to get in there. I just raced inside. Let me get my camera going.
Sense. That's all good. That's all good. While we wait for Morgan to return, I will read out the comment from Modesty, which says, I hope that we get to see some guest experts in this series. Would love to see Zach or Danny chime in, a la Eileen and the Bookballer. I'm not an expert, so you don't want me. Zach would be fun. I chime in. I would hope for a certain actual expert, maybe. What are the chances of that, though? We should get him while he's available. We were saying this before, but
is Morgan in the camera?
He is, but he's just walked off to make some coffee, I think.
Did he turn off his camera?
He turned it off temporarily.
Okay, am I showing up now?
You are. It's all good now.
Okay, good. It just looked like I was in the wrong room because I was the only one here.
Yeah, no, you good. Jays says, whatever you say, Eileen.
Eileen, I have not kept in contact with Eileen. I don't even know how I would get a hold of her. And I don't know that she has any interest in doing GameFront videos. The last I saw her was when we packed her stuff and left GameFront. The office.
Yeah, to be honest, it is a problem. I mean, I when I originally started this back up again, I didn't really reach out to anyone because it seemed slightly insulting to reach out to the former employees of a company where they probably got fired unceremoniously and said, would you like to come back and work for free? It's not the done thing. Generally speaking, it's only through the grace of God that James is kind.
Do you think it's better to be fired unceremoniously or ceremoniously? With a big ceremony firing.
You know, it's true. I don't know what ceremoniously being fired is, to be honest. They say
it seems like a sacrifice of something that takes place on top of a pentagram or something.
Yeah, I guess maybe being made redundant and, you know, thank you for your service, but we don't need you anymore. Here's a gold Rolex.
I guess that would be some
I
ceremonies.
guess that's
It still
ceremonious. Yeah, it still stinks. But whatever DeFi did, that was not ceremonious. Anyway.
Danny,
no, I'm not. I was going to say.
Danny says, "Did you want to read it?" I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I'm not a resident Mitch. That's all.
Well, you sound a lot like Mitch.
No.
More than Morgan does.
Yeah, I don't sound like him.
Uh-oh, I got an echo, but it's my fault.
It scares me when you say "oh" like that because I think Zach's turned up.
Uh-oh. Is it gone now? It was probably my fault.
Well, I turned off my audio from OBS, so it was gone before you goned it. Yeah. And then Amazing Jay says, at Danny King, to see how little that matters, go check out Buck Baller's guest appearances and stand in as resident expert for James DKS1 and G Plus playthrough. And then Modesty says, Amazing Jay's, a historic day that reminded all of us what it truly means to know nothing about a game but still offer expert advice. Yes.
I mean, I can certainly pretend to offer advice. That's fine. But yeah, I'm definitely not an expert by any stretch. But yeah.
Yeah, Danny, can you share this video that Pill's trying to share with us through the Discord?
Drop the link in the Elden Room of Discord. What is this? It's a Twitter video. Don't know if this will work, but we'll soon find out.
Are we sure we're allowed to show this?
Well, we are, so... I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure what we're seeing.
I don't know if James has ever seen these kind of videos.
Isn't that the spell I've been using?
You haven't been using any spells.
No.
That's
what's funny?
That's him melting Godric in one spell.
That's awesome. I've been using a spell very similar to that in Dark Souls 3 called Soul Stream. It's hard to hit somebody with, but once you do, they're in trouble.
You gotta stop playing Dark Souls 3 and start playing more Elden
Ring. We've read Hero's Troll comment, Steve the Ghost. If you picked up the Rotten Stray Ashes while you were exploring the Rot Lake in Khalid, you would summon it, and it might be able to get Godric afflicted with rot.
You definitely got that.
I definitely got that Rotten Stray Ashes, and I'm pretty sure I've used it against Godric.
El Mono Mike says the fire is Bazur. Good one, Walks.
What does that mean?
Trash.
Oh.
It's Spanish.
It's Spanish for trash?
Dark Genius said James just get Godric to a second phase on his first attempt. We were all surprised by this turn of events. I mean, sure, he had a Nefeli and has already been through a decent chunk of Weeping Peninsula, I think, anyway. But still, better than I was expecting. Plus, he killed his first Black Knife Assassin, too. I do believe there's another boss in that catacomb, though.
And that catacomb they're talking about is the Poison Pool one? Or no? Where was the Black Knife Assassin?
You fought him in the bottom of, I think, is it in this? I have the videos confused, but yeah, in the Weeping Peninsula, in one of those catacombs, you did fight one.
And there's another boss in that same catacomb? All right.
Yes, yeah. Secret boss.
Okay, and then Kamikaze says, Morgs and the bubbly candles other?
Maybe all three. Maybe all three.
James, I guess we could clear it up now. Are you trying to cheese through the game, or what's your take on Elden Ring? Like
I'm trying to have a good time, but I'm trying to have a good time while making steady progress. And I know that it sounds like an impossible dream, but I'd like to beat the game in less than 1,000 deaths.
No, that's not going to happen.
I mean, I'm only at like 250 now.
Jeez,
yeah, but I mean, you're not even
any of the hard parts of the game.
You're not even 10% through the game yet. Like, you're not going to do it in 1,000.
Danny, you don't know what you're talking about. I've got to be.
Listen, man. Oi, listen. Modesty here is calling me an expert, so do not, question my credentials.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But anyway,
yeah. Kamikaze Sen says, "Hope James doesn't forget about Edgar Urena."
Arena, I would say. Yeah.
Urena?
Urena.
Do you know who those people are?
Yeah. No.
Cool.
No,
Volk,
I don't.
nice work, guys. Another Death Root acquired and a pretty solid try on Godric, considering James didn't summon one of his ghost ashes. The only thing I noticed was that James hadn't visited a certain tower on the Weeping Peninsula that has an item that helps with spells and incantations. Simply go to the Castle Morn Rampart, Grace, that has a merchant on it, and face east. You will see one of those wind tornadoes that you can jump with your horse, and as you jump, you will see the tower right in front of you. I'm sure James will figure out what to do. Have a great day, guys. Thanks, Volk. You writing that down?
Steve the Ghost says, James, buddy pal, I'm expecting you to hit 3,000.
Oh, come on, man. All right, let me write that down. That's Castle Morn East Wall.
Nope.
Castle Morn Rampart.
Grace, that has a merchant on it and face east.
Oh. Oh, okay, yes.
And then you'll see one of those, I've been calling them, well, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, the things you jump into. James, what should we call them?
I think they could be a vortex.
Vortex, okay. Plasmid Overdose. Did you guys, Morgan or James, make a group password, or anyone in the community make one? If not, you should let us. You should let you see bloodstains, messages from people using the password. Also, if someone kills a shard bearer or becomes Elden Lord, you get a rune buff for a limited time. And then I said this is a fantastic idea. I'm going to get on this. And I
you said that.
Yep. See how it's.
But this is the wrong account. And it doesn't say not Morgan, by the way, on the end.
Yeah, because it is me.
No. James, did you write that?
No, but I don't know who would have written it. Who has access to it?
This is
Morgan usually signs his name when he writes something, so it could
it must have been Zach.
All have access to all of the accounts.
Must have been, it must have been Zach. So thanks, Zach, for getting on the logistics of getting that sorted out. I think it. I think it's great that Zach is doing more to help out around here. So does that mean then, if you have a password and you share it with everybody in the community, that every time someone puts a message down using that password, and you use that password, you will only see message. So basically, we'll have our own private GameFront version of messages.
It's cool. Instead of showing up as a regular message, it has like a circle around it, and I think it's a little brighter as well. And then you can like click on it. So I definitely will start using it, and so that James
make the password GameFront.
I use one of James's passwords that he told me to get into his.
Wait, don't
Steam
use my
account
personal passwords.
So
password's for everything.
Spartan
Dark
Page.
The way that you get into your Bitwarden.
You know, it's true. I mean, we have to check with Zach what the password is, because Zach obviously left this comment. So
James's passwords are so complex, I don't think anyone could break into them. No, the password is the Heen.
Oh, it is? That's a good password. I was going to say, why don't we make the password GameFront so anybody can, like, you don't really have to know too much. You just put it in. And
there's not enough letters.
Oh, there's not enough letters.
But
yeah, I totally suggest anybody that has password problems to use a program called Bitwarden or anything that saves your passwords, because it gives you the most long, extraordinarily difficult passwords to crack.
It's true, but when the password for your Bitwarden account is the Heen, it doesn't work very well.
Why not? It's capital T, capital H. Who's going to guess that?
Dangerous 87. Okay, I'll be that guy. Why have we moved James's camera in way of the hood again? The placement in the last 2 episodes were fine. Also, in regards to getting in trouble for summoning, surely using spirit ashes should be more frowned upon than NPC summons, since NPC summons are scarce and they increase the boss's max health. There are 2 major boss fights after this in particular where you should definitely consider using NPCs instead of spirits, because they make for an interesting one-off story events. And then Morgan chimes in.
I got lost there.
Okay. So you've moved your camera
Okay,
again.
could you show? Did I move the camera?
Yep.
I don't remember having. I don't remember this video.
Well, there's your camera in the corner again.
God
Forgot to
damn
switch.
it!
It's because he's got like 80 different scenes on his own
Well,
secret private
Yeah,
scene
well,
area.
Morgan left a comment here that explains it. Because he has memory loss and he keeps using the wrong scene in OBS.
That I did not write that.
No, you did, because you just admitted that you wrote this one. So
Yeah,
But based on
It's
your
clear-
logic,
clearly the-
it
clearly
could have
this-
been me because I didn't put my name. So that same logic would
Oh
apply.
no, but
Or you're saying that this is me.
you were arguing against that. I concede to your point now that this was
So
you.
they're
So this
either
must be
both
you.
me or neither of them are me. Which one?
Yeah,
is
they're
it?
both. They must both be you because you're protesting about it so much. So Escortio then says, but just a little bit down for his iPhone mini zoomers. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, TLDR. Apologies. I think James probably picked the wrong scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I don't see
Yeah.
like normally we both look at Streamlabs before it goes in if I'm on Parsec, but if we do it on here, I don't see anything, so I don't get a chance to look at it as well. So there's no double check method. That's usually how we
Yeah.
find stuff the last minute.
and
Maybe
we
you
don't
should have, like,
usually
a
switch scenes.
checklist.
Usually the cameras always stayed in the same spot. So it's something kind of new I'm getting used to is having a separate scene for just these things.
Yeah, sometime next year we'll get it locked in, maybe March of 2023.
Well, you see, Spartan, the other scene is used for the other videos. So there's just a special scene just for Elden Ring. Just because,
the
for some
camera plays a
reason,
little bit.
yeah, it's funny that like every other video, every other series, we've always covered the hood and no one ever complained. But with Elden Ring, it's very important that you don't cover the hood.
Yeah,
It is.
It's
you live and you
interesting.
learn.
You live, you learn. Isaac Sims, I want to mention that I really think the pike will be a winner for you, James. However, please keep in mind that the majority of its attacks at thrust, which can make it difficult to hurt multiple enemies at once. Just something to keep in mind. You also need to make sure your shield is a solid 100% blocking boy. Lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't not once again bug you about the Goblin Boys. You can grab on the southern continent of the Northeast. Great video. Oh yeah, you need to go get these guys.
Yeah, I wanted to write that down. Southern
Continent on
continent.
the Northeast. Yeah, and I think you go through. I think he said it was in a dungeon. James Sauter, hi guys, I'm really enjoying this playthrough. It's reminding me of my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1. I'd clear an area myself, then watch James' expert walkthrough of the level, then Ian B's from the dark episode of the level. Excellent stuff. I'll be lucky to finish in 2,000 deaths. You should defo be allowed some more. James, are you willing to beg for another 1,000 deaths so you can get it to 2,000?
I'm willing to beg. Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to beg. How would
You're
I?
the one who wanted to do it in less than 1,000. We were trying to tell you not to.
Well, I would be able to have a different want. Like, I want to succeed, Danny. I want to be a successful major league gamer. And if I fail at 1,000 deaths, that's a failure. But if our agreement changes because of some begging, which I'm fine to beg, I'll grovel, I'll do what it takes, to 2,000, well, then I can feel proud of myself if I beat it in 2,000 deaths. You see?
What if you just like steeled yourself and did it in under 1,000, like you said you were going to?
I mean, I'll try. I'm going to try. I just feel like if I beg now with 750 deaths to spare in my begging, it's a lot more glamorous than me at 900 deaths being like, "Oh, please, please," cuz then it's like I could still do it. But at 900 deaths, it's going to be pathetic. It's going to be pathetic. Right now, I can beg for those extra 1,000 lives with some dignity.
To be honest, it's true. You should do it now. You should beg now while people are more forgiving and telling you already that you're just not going to do it in 1,000. So
Yeah,
people
that it
don't
doesn't
feel
look like
unreasonable.
you're just getting hubris at the end where everyone tried to tell you to do it in 2.
And then by the time you get to 1,000, everyone will have forgotten that you begged in the first place.
Ooh, Elmano Mike is saying that you're going to need 5,000.
Come on, Elmano Mike. 5,000?
Well, it's taking you almost 1,000 to beat the tutorial level.
Morgan, I'm not even almost to almost 1,000. Almost to almost 1,000 would be like almost 750 deaths.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even almost to 500. I'm at like almost 250.
I think you're past 300 was what somebody said in the latest video.
What?
Because remember you had to add up everything from the last video.
I don't think I'm past
Yeah.
300. Is that
You're a
possible?
third of the way to 1,000, but you're not a third of the way through the game. Is one way to look at it.
Yeah, the last estimate I saw in the chat was 15% of the way through the game.
But
And I would say it's even less than that because I'm replaying through it on my Xbox and like I'm like forgetting all of the little areas that I beat along the way to get to where I'm at. You're like, there's a lot of stuff to do.
I've just had a great idea. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Rather than just because everyone's one upping each other, right? Like Steve the Ghost came in with 3,000, and then El Mono Mike's upped it to 5, Pills upped it to like 50,000.
I like where
I
mine's
think
going.
you do. Here's what I'm thinking. Rather than setting James like a limit of how many deaths he should beat it in, why don't we just take away the limit and just say everybody put in a guess, we'll set up a system for it where people can record what they think James will do it in, and whoever gets closest to the actual number of deaths that James finishes the game in wins the controller or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I think that's a great idea. And if two people guess the same number,
they get a half a controller.
They'll get a controller each, I guess. But I mean, it'll be whoever gets closest to the actual figure.
Yeah.
We'd have to set
and I'm going to make my own guess
this,
then.
but...
And I'm going to guess it's going to be, I guess I'm going to have to double down if that's the way we're doing. I'm guessing it's going to be under 1,000 deaths. I think it's going to be like...
Just under 1,000? And you have to
I think
guess the number.
I'm coming up with, I'm going to guess
James,
it's going to be...
You don't get to win a second controller, James. So
I'm going to win the game in 1,000 deaths. So on my 1,001 life is when I beat the game.
You are also in control, so you can't be a part of the contest because you can manipulate it.
If my
You're also the person running the contest, so you can't.
If my word isn't good in this town, then what is it good for? I'm gonna
James,
I'm not gonna
everybody
cheat
here
it.
knows that you're a chronic liar. Except the people who are closest to you, we all know exactly.
It's not chronic; it's habitual. There's a difference.
It's chronic. Chronic is part of the problem.
Chronic is part of the problem.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll speak to Mikey. We'll set something up where we can do it in a proper, fair way where people can't.
Yeah,
cheat,
we get it on the website or something like that, and then me and James will like a little promo video for it. We'll put it on TikTok. I'm excited for this.
Yep.
But I think, in all fairness, everybody should know I'm going to be trying to beat it in less than 1,000 deaths.
Yeah, we'll try and make it an exciting price. So controller, maybe some other stuff as well. Maybe some other swags.
I would say first controller. What else do people want? That's all that people want, right?
T-shirts, big mugs that you can actually get a full cup in. We got to look at that. I'm still talking to various vendors, but
Shopify.
Maybe some merch. Maybe some other bits. I don't know. We'll see, but we'll do. It sounds like a good idea.
Years ago, you sent me a giant GameFront mug, but it cracked. But that was maybe my favorite mug I've ever had. Where did that one come from?
Where did that one come from?
That was a nice mug.
Because I had a friend who made some mugs for me. In Wales, he has a.
Is it a taller, thicker mug with a white? It was white.
Yeah, I think so. Is there anything like
that's
this
not the one with our faces on it. The one with our faces on it wasn't very big.
No, they were the small. Those are the ones from Teespring.
But you gotta remember, Danny is huge. He's deceptively, he's a tiny giant. So like he's holding that mug and it looks tiny, but it might be a regular size.
But I have hands like Andre the Giant, so you have to understand that this is actually probably like most hands would probably be like this. Yeah.
So it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like a tiny little mug.
It's a shame, really, because I do know a guy in Wales who actually runs a place where they make all kinds of stuff, like T-shirts and mugs and all kinds of things. So we could get like loads of merch made for really cheap. The only problem is being in Wales, in the UK, and most of the people wanting the stuff being in America, it's way more expensive to ship that stuff to America than it is to just have it made in America. And then,
what about like shipped, one time if you shipped like one big box with a bunch of stuff in it? and then we would
yeah,
have to ship it out from there.
I could literally send a container of merch to James, but where would you put it?
You can
Oh,
send it
it's
to
not
me.
coming here. There's no way it's gonna
No,
be here.
you could send it to me. I live like right next to a place where I can ship, and I would just walk.
Or
around
if you
and ship.
want, you could send it to me so that I can pick it up, and then I'll bring it to Morgan's place.
No, that's not gonna happen. And I wouldn't even have you send it to my house. I would have you send it to my mailing address where I receive things that I can keep James at bay.
But Morgan, where would you put a pallet full of merch that will probably take like 2 years to get rid
Pallet?
of?
I thought it was just like a box. Yeah, I was just thinking like a box.
No,
of
to make it
some shit.
financially worth it, it'd have to be a lot
You'd be able
of
to big it.
stuff.
I do have a storage unit. You want to start paying for my storage unit?
That's the beauty of Teespring and companies like that is
Yeah,
that you don't have
the
to have
fulfillment.
the. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. The volume of orders does not allow us to buy in bulk right now and afford to keep the storage for that.
Koozie, James, I think that Bloodhound's Fang is a very good weapon and you should level it up, especially that somber smithing stone 1 and 2 are easy to find. Second thing, in Weeping Peninsula area in the south, there are 6 more bosses, 2 appear only at night. All are much easier than Godric. 1 near the Weeping Evergrove, 3 are around the big tree. James, you writing this down? Looks like you're just sitting there.
This is this one. I'm still trying to figure out the beginning part because I remember a person at some point in time, maybe it's later, talks about garbage. How somber smithing stones 1 and 2 are garbage, but I don't know. Hold on.
Okay. 1 is near the Weeping Evergrove.
But
3
what
are around
one
the
is?
big tree.
One is what? One what?
Is near the Weeping Evergrove. Or Evergale, if you're saying it like everyone else does.
Oh, okay.
3 are around the big tree on the map. You wanted to go there in part 18. And 2 night are close to Castle Moore and Rampart Grace, south and east west. I fought this one near the Rampart, and I didn't realize that it was a nighttime thing. And I was expecting it to jump out and attack James, and I never saw it. After defeating them, you can return to fight with Godric if you haven't beaten him yet, or defeat the enemies you around met in Limgrave Tree, Sentinel, or Flying Dragon Agil. Wait, you haven't beat that dragon yet? No, you have to.
No.
Are you serious? You should go fight him now. You're probably way too strong. Maybe we'll work on that today. Bosocks, how did you not level that blood sword? It does way more than the pike, has bleed, and can enchant it. You were doing great with it. The pike is trash. Somber stones go to 10, plus 10, not 25, so it's a different scaling. A plus 2 in this area is pretty great. I think you should go back to that sword, probably.
Maybe I liked the sword, but I also feel like I just need to level that pike more. I don't think it's really the pike's fault.
Yeah. El Scorcho, James face cam starting at 2541 is quite entertaining.
Is that, was it 25?
I can already
41?
see.
Yep. There we go.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Who's playing? Who's playing that? James or Morgan?
Oh, I did it.
James.
That's
James,
me.
yeah.
This is
How
Elden
can you
Ring.
how can you concentrate on playing the game and pull faces like that? That's a skill, frankly.
Have you seen Michael Jordan play basketball? You think he's making those faces? That's what you call natural talent, Danny.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like guitar face.
It's guitar face, but instead of shredding a guitar, I'm crushing controllers.
Ulasal's botnet. I don't know whether I should feel proud of Morgan having perfect recall vis-a-vis the bone builders from Dark Souls 3, or if I'm just grading on a curve because it feels so impressive when juxtaposed to James, who routinely mixes up Seath and the Emerald Herald.
I think you deserve a pat on the back, Morgan, for remembering the bone boulders, even though they're bone boulders and not bone builders, but you remembered them nonetheless.
Very far
so.
away.
Yeah.
Bone builders. I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm glad I remembered it.
Anyway, it was time for the end. The finale.
There it is. The
This is
finale.
the end.
And this was streamed live, right?
And it took you
Streamed it
about
live.
3 years to do it.
It took exactly a year to do this series, more or less. So we started it in April of 2021, and it's now April of 2022, and we're done.
That's
So,
awesome. That's about right.
I think we started on the 8th of April last year, so it's maybe a bit more than a year. But and 46 episodes, so we took a couple of weeks off. But not too bad. 52 weeks in a year, right? So we were fairly consistent, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm sad Zach's not turned up yet, so that's a shame. But there you go.
Should we do the other Elden Ring before we do this to see if give him a chance?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could do. I don't think he'll turn up if he hasn't turned up already.
Pill, thanks for the good. Oh, this is the missing one, right?
So 23 should have been
the
22, and 22 should have been 23. Yeah.
This is my favorite video of the series by far. I laughed so hard during this one. It was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall it being funny, but I do think that there was some
funny.
points in time where I was laughing at some of these deaths as well.
I was standing up and I almost fell over.
Well, Pill found it funny, and thanks for the
So
good
does Steve the
laughs.
Ghost.
With guidance from Divine Grace, aka Twitch chat. Morgan nuked from the orbit the strongest boss in the game. Granted, I was hoping for a bit more struggle, but that was still entertaining. How James is going to do it?
Oh, I killed another boss today that was supposed to be strong, and it was
Nice. I don't know, since even capitalizing on existing advantages seems to be an issue. Thanks for the tips.
And then the Kamikaze says it doesn't matter how much vitality you have if you have a shield, Heen Face.
thanks for the tips.
What does that mean? Isn't that my argument?
You should use your face as a shield.
Come on. No, what it's saying is like vitality is important, but if I have a shield that I can carry, then it doesn't matter. Like I'm able to maintain the vitality that I have rather than have a whole bunch more that I can't keep. It's like it's really nice to have 1,000 birds, but if you don't have a cage, they're all gonna get away. So I'd rather have 100 birds in a cage than 1,000 birds that are just loose in my yard. I don't know if that works.
That doesn't work at all. Birds are supposed to be like a symbol of freedom and flying and
Yeah. But if you cage them up like vitality, you can keep 100 of them that are all yours. You can have 1,000, and sure, it looks nice because you got this giant bar. But all those birds are gonna flock and fly away like your vitality. You see what I'm saying?
Ice is 100% being sarcastic, Bill. Amazing Jace, wow, glad we didn't lose all these deaths to lost footage, not only for posterity, but also these are hilarious. Update, holy shnikes, when I made that comment, I was laughing so hard I had a side ache, but it was only like 18 minutes into the video. What I didn't realize yet was that the whole video was an 83-minute death montage. Must have been a lot of manual work to edit.
Yeah, that is, I think that's what brought us over the 300 mark now that I think about it. It's this video.
Yep. Amazing James, good job on remembering to go back and explore the upward path at the end. If you kill the guy at the very end of the path, 12209, he drops the reward for going up that path, which is the Dragon Communion Seal, which boosts Dragon incantations by 15%. If you want to start casting Dragon incantations, which is Faith plus Arcane, i.e. bleed scaling, you'll need to go kill the dragon at Aegil Lake, for which I'd recommend fighting on your horse to more easily escape his aerial flame attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, that dragon's got to die.
I did not realize that you had not killed that dragon yet. I just assumed, based on where we were, that you had like stiffened your upper lip enough to face him.
My upper lip is always going to be soft, baby. You know.
Elmono Mike, you are not supposed to touch the chariots, but destroy them to get their secrets. Elmono Mike always going in catacombs, dungeons such as useful carry Margate's Shackle, bought from NPC patches, could save you some deaths for those 2k deaths, which I believe won't be enough for you, my dear friend James. Oh, I got that shackle through nefarious means, so I didn't know that you could just get that. Yeah, if James, write that down. Just write down buy shackle from patches. Though, maybe if patches is there, you probably have to get patches at a second location, which I also know. But yeah, once you have that thing, you're gonna really like what it does. Steve the Ghost. Oh my God, is there a video game Hall of Fame? This video needs to be inducted into it. Yeah, this video is the best. It's my favorite.
I don't see what's so great about it, honestly.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's just a beautiful.
Is there some good TikTok moments in there that you could use?
Probably.
The whole thing is a TikTok moment. It's just one after another.
Actually, while I think about it, one TikTok moment that I think would be really funny, because I laughed really hard watching it, was when I fight that giant and I use the force to make it fall over, and I'm talking about how easy it's going to be, and then I get killed.
And then you die. Oh, yeah. I need to make a montage of that for sure.
Yeah.
Send me the time code. That's all you got to do.
I don't actually know the episode, but I'll have to look into it.
Or actually, if you put a comment on the video with the time code, that's how I've been doing the other ones.
Snack eyes are eel boy. Vegan farts equals mustard gas.
No one knows. Can you downvote that? No one knows what that means.
It's poison. It's toxic.
Nick Hanley, James, you seriously have to try different dual wield setups. Nick Hanley, poor Nick. Always has to come in, and he only wants you to do one thing. You're never going to do it. Nick doesn't know that yet, but it's really funny. You seriously have to try different dual wield setups. It can make combat much easier when you can slice up opponents quickly. Your timidity and panic cost you every time.
So the tip.
Oh, Danny, can you play the video from the start? Does he die immediately?
From the beginning of this video.
Uh-huh.
What are we on? Elden Ring 23?
Okay, so...
Defy, challenge your fear.
Oh, that's right. What is that? Mustard gas?
I wish you could have heard the little fart that came with that. Oh.
Is there a...
It's me farting.
Oh,
Wow.
Man, you're really
Wow, thanks for that, Edit, James.
Did you say you die straight away at the beginning of this?
No, that I die from
fart.
his fart,
It's
if
me,
anything.
it's me farting.
Oh, okay. So you're done with that now, yeah?
Yeah. I had the
Good
giggles
stuff.
for this one, though. Very good video. I'm on a mic. 11111. Look at these eyeballs.
Oh, that's a really cool time code.
for R1.
They popped out.
That was another fantastic expression.
I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, that would be probably a good a little TikTok also.
11153. You can see it on James' face when Banished Knight started just giving it to him. I miss all these James faces.
What's this? 11153.
James.
Yeah.
I think
It might as well just
you
let
don't
it play out.
Go.
Oh, love to see the jumping attack. Drink.
I don't remember. I think I get killed by that guy. I got to go back and kill him, don't I? Is that the guy that drops the dragon thing? Who is it that drops the dragon thing in there?
You don't remember? Today's gonna be a good day. Everything is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
ETA on Zach is 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect timing. Ulasil's botnet. Well, turns out being busy these past few days was a blessing in disguise. Hadn't had the chance to see part 22 yet, so I'm gonna get to watch this one first and keep my watch through chronological. Good looking out Jays. Edit. Holy mother of God. ... It's a shocker.
Tomorrow is really good.
No, none of these make sense, but so you want tomorrow.
I mean, that looks like it works the least.
Tomorrow.
I think welcome back doesn't make a ton of sense either, to be fair. But
Well, welcome back because he took a few days off.
tomorrow it is.
Doesn't make any sense.
That is the dumbest response maybe ever.
Neolite, this episode was simply beautiful. James looked like he had insomnia, which explains why he was struggling so hard and dying a lot, while Morgan seemed higher than a kite and laughing his ass off. I don't know why. I just had the giggles. I got the giggles. I got the gigs.
I think people are saying that you should record James's camera in HD so that when you put his reactions on TikTok, you can have them in full resolution. Maybe
The quality is not that bad, actually.
they look pretty good. I mean,
Cut them in, yeah.
It would be so much more work to have a separate camera, but that is what we used to do. Like back at the old office days, we had one camera recording video and one camera recording the game, and then we'd sync it all up. God, I'm glad that we do OBS and just put it all together now.
You mean you recorded the video off the screen with a camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's just like a camera sitting on a tripod and then them sitting just like on a couch, and it's just awkwardly looking at their profile.
I don't remember. I don't remember you doing video from a screen. Not often, anyway. I remember it on the. What was that? Wii dance one where you were dressed as Princess Leia for some reason. I think you did it on that one. But,
No, we always. I mean, the camera was placed in the same place, but we used a Logitech recording software to record the video, which also, I believe, when we were doing 2-person recordings, we were just using the webcam audio. We didn't have like microphones in the office any better than when we were using our headphone mics. So when we were doing 2-person videos, it was just the webcam mic, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'd sync it all together, which is why we used to, a lifetime ago, start the videos with going up, down, start, select, and we'd sync it all together.
I like the fact that we have slightly better production quality these days, despite the fact that we have infinitely less money than Defy had.
Yeah. Well, it's technology. It's changed a lot.
I mean, I'm sure they could have bought you a microphone. I mean, those aren't new.
Yeah, the microphone, but
you know, I'm pretty sure they had those in the 60s, but it's fine. Dark page says just when you thought it was smooth sailing, 1 hour, 14 minutes and 36 seconds. What's that? I think it's this one. That's wrong. Was it 1 hour 14?
1 hour 43.
Seconds.
14?
Got all my little videos out of order, but I think he means here, more or less.
First try.
First try. I forgot.
This is so on. This is like the 80th time he's been burnt by that thing. Ice giggle morgs. I caught the gigs. It's true. Ken, I still think you should level up vigor, not more. Not because you suck or anything. Just good to have. You know what I mean?
I mean, I want, like, the truth is I just want to level everything up. All of it.
So the weird thing about this video is that I was hyping this video on the streams like every morning. I was like so excited for it to come out, and like every video that would come out, I was like, oh, that's not it, must be the next one. Oh, that must be the next one. And it was the lost one, which is sad. So yeah, I was hyping this for a long time because it really is my favorite video.
So what you're saying is when he does lose videos, he loses the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did it on purpose. I think you didn't want people to see all of these
funny,
deaths.
Dan, so this is the episode Morgan was talking about being his all-time favorite, and we nearly lost it. James, you need to pull your finger out, son.
3 hours ago, I guess that was before I told my story about the beach, which I thought I heard Zach come in, like he was gonna. be here, but he didn't. If he
Zach
did try
is
to
here.
join.
He has arrived.
I don't
He
think
has
he's-
arrived.
I
I heard
be- I
a
believe he has.
connection, and then I heard a disconnection.
Nah, he's here still.
He has just
Okay.
entered the building, but I think he's potentially, I don't know, on mute.
No.
The adventure of Catter McSlash and his amazing backflip continues. What up, Zach?
Before we continue any further, we need to get Zach's take on James's walk by the beach story. Did you hear
Now,
it? Are you listening?
Here's the story, and it's pretty short because I don't know what was going on, but there was a man walking in what seemed like as well kept close as me, but maybe experiencing homelessness. It definitely acting erratically in public because his pants were just above his knees, underwear also, and he was vigorously fingering his butthole with like a lot of like intensity. It was not like a quick. It was like for just ongoing.
I didn't know you were watching me.
No, it was not you. But Aaron was with me, and we were walking, and we literally were like, well, we can't walk on the beach anymore because this guy's walking in front of us in the sand, like not far away, doing this. So we like turned and walked in the alley just to get away. And we talked about it afterwards, and we don't know if he was like, we don't know why he was doing it. We kind of guessed maybe he was either trying to put drugs in his butt, like hide them, or take drugs that he had hidden out of his butt. Or he was just like, something was wrong with him. I don't know. But what's your take, Zach? What do you think?
Those are the two. My options are either.
Well, I guess it could have just been for pleasure. It could have just been for pleasure.
I don't
also
know why
thought
that's where I
maybe
went
it
to.
was, maybe it was like something severely itchy, like some sort of really unhealthy thing.
Dark Page has a good question. Which
I mean, he
think
definitely
now
wasn't
you've
doing
told us a
himself
few
any
times.
favors doing it over the sand. He was probably leaving it open and getting it just like it was like a
I
vicious
know.
cycle.
I thought that maybe he had gotten sand on his hands. I was like, I've
You
never
should have
gotten
offered him a
sand in
hand.
my butthole. I don't know if I have or not, honestly.
Oh,
But
I've
I
definitely
can't
gotten
imagine
sand
it
in
would
my
be
butthole.
good.
Was he moving along while was he waddling along while he was doing this?
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what Dark
much.
Page wants to know.
Pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah. That's exactly what I would call his walk more of a waddle than a stride or a strut or anything.
Well,
It was
because
like a
interesting.
waddle.
like you said, his underpants and pants were below his knees, right?
Yeah. Well, just
Okay.
above his knees. Just above his
Wait,
knees.
what?
It's
So
definitely
they
not
were
easy to walk.
They
with
weren't
your
like
pants
around
down
his
there.
ankles. He was like he had him up just above his knees, but well down below his ass.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah, and it was.
And
it
he was
like
walking,
10
huh?
It was like 10 a.m. Easter morning on Venice Beach, like tons of family out, and like, and nobody really seemed to be noticing it too much. But Aaron and I
He's
just
probably
couldn't
trying to
walk.
find Jesus or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
Where's that guy hiding? It's time to resurrect this motherfucker.
Steve the Ghost has a
Oh.
good point. If you were trying to do that, why not go in the water and do it? Why would you?
Yeah, I mean, that's because Aaron and I had talked about it for a while. We kind of are pretty much settled on it either being trying to hide drugs there or trying to take drugs that were hidden out of there, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It was really a disturbing sight to see.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that we told that story twice on the same stream. But anyway,
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
I'm going to
the
tell it
start
in
the
one of the
morning.
videos in case somebody misses it too.
Backflip continues. Kamikaze 29-28. The ghost slides down a ladder.
what's that? 29, 28. 29,
Yeah.
28. About there.
Ghost slides down a ladder. That worked.
You don't have to say that. Whoa.
Wait a second! Did you see
Wait.
that?
Yeah, what the hell is happening? Wait,
Do
should
you want
play
to
that
rewind
again?
it?
Yeah. Do it in
Yeah,
slow-mo.
maybe there's a ladder to kick down there. Behind
When
me.
when it gets there. Yeah, you're right there. I've never seen that before. Oh, whoa.
Do we want slow motion?
Yeah. Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would be in a horror video game.
Nice, that's the way to watch it.
Wait, we
Um,
didn't watch
Wait,
the
wait,
guy
dude,
slide down.
it's the next part. There's a guy in the background that slides down. There's no ladder behind that candlestick. Watch this. Oh no, he's falling. He's falling.
Okay. All right. Oof.
All right. It looked like a slide though. I was convinced.
Yeah, I was too. Comic guys, is this the episode Morgan was really looking forward to releasing? Because y'all's show is giggles and farts up in here, literally.
Caneric 86 says, the memories when we destroyed the chariot on stream. Do you remember that, Morg? What good times we had.
I do remember that. That's why I knew to help James with it. You're really, yeah. You got all your notes, Jibs?
I do.
All right, they're gonna be helpful.
Caneric says, the weirdest thing about your story is that you were surprised that it happens in Venice.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking, like, we had an Easter dinner last night with some friends, and we were like, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff. Like, Venice definitely has its fair share of, like, wild things to see, but that's probably the grossest thing I've seen.
You heard Morgan fart in that video a couple times. Impossible. An impossibility.
Maybe with headphones on, you might be able to pick it up easier.
All the way, I'm gonna have to listen through that. Definitely, I have
the ASMR farts in the background.
The problem is that I've been making my own beans in the Instant Pot. So,
Steve
First,
Pico
I
says
thought you
those
said
pots that
your
you
own
drop.
beats.
Oh boy.
oh yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, those pots you drop on the chariot might respawn by reloading the game.
Did I not get the chariot?
No, the pots.
You do
I don't know.
eventually.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It's the final episode, the live stream, the special for Danny Souls. How did you think it went, Zach? What was your review?
It went smoothly.
I just wake up.
Yeah, I did.
It's
I
3
woke up
hours
at 5
earlier in Hawaii. So.
Well, I woke up at 5 o'clock because of my roommate. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to take on the day. And then 6 o'clock came and I saw the sun start coming up. And I was like, nope, get back in bed, try to fall asleep. And then I slept till pretty much right now.
When are you going to get rid of this roommate?
I don't know. The fact that he woke up and the first thing he went to do was to go smoke a cigarette. I was like, you suck. You've got to go, dude. You're not doing yourself any favors there.
Yeah, it does,
I got to record him. I just need to. It feels bad, but it's intense.
Maybe that's the way to get him to leave, right?
5 feet tall. He's 5 feet tall. He's a tiny little dude. He makes such loud noise.
Do you feel tall next to him?
Yeah. I
Is
feel
that
big.
not a reason to keep him around?
I know. You're right.
Is it a good enough
Makes
reason?
me feel like a big man.
If you want him to leave, rather than asking him to leave, just doing things like recording him behind his back and just making him feel generally uncomfortable is a good way to potentially just get him to leave of his own volition.
I mean, or just being like, hey, guy, this isn't working out. You got to go.
No,
it's coming to that. I think the end of May.
Well, the problem
that's too impolite. You can't do that.
Yeah, well, it's also like if he finds out you want him to leave, it might make it harder depending on this guy's personality. You might be better off playing it the other way where you make him think that you really want him to stay, but then start doing some midnight live streams, like 24-hour live streams, and scream while you do it.
Well, that was when I woke this morning. That was my approach. I went into the shower. I was like, I'm gonna take a bath. So I let the water run. I'm sure that just soothed him more. I bet that was just calming. Then I brushed my teeth loudly.
You should coach Danny through some Dark Souls at like 7 in the morning or whatever time he's not awake yet.
Danny, would you be awake at 7 in the morning?
I'd be awake at 7 your morning.
Yeah,
so
you 7 my morning.
Ooh, sick burn.
You got me.
That did sound like a sick burn.
It has brought a basket with Danny and sweet DS1 victory. Zach, Israel boy. I'm the Easter Bunny from the Bill and Ted movie.
I haven't seen the new one.
It's from the second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember they're sent to hell?
James wasn't talking about that at all.
Oh, I didn't see that one either. I've only seen the original, I guess.
Oh, you haven't seen the one with the Reaper?
I thought I did, but I don't remember the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yeah, because they're in hell, and then he's like being chased by the Easter Bunny because he ate his little brother's Easter basket.
Well,
And
don't
that's like
spoil
his
anymore because I think
Okay,
it
sorry.
sounds like I want to watch that one.
Ula
It's
Styles
a good
button.
one.
I haven't cried so hard in years. This is it. It's the only thing. That guy's real boy. Was it that bad? Winky smiley face.
I have to admit, I'm not sure myself whether this is tears of joy or tears of pain. I don't know.
You like relief from the pain?
Yeah, it could go either way. Genuinely. Isaac Sims says, "I may not have been here for every episode, but I was here to see the epic conclusion. Great job, Danny. Hopefully now you'll move on to Dark Souls 2 or at least Elden Ring."
At a minimum.
I was hoping you guys would be finished with Dark Souls 2 by the time I finished Dark Souls 1, but apparently not.
I don't know if that's going to get finished, honestly.
You're so close.
In fact,
though.
it could be a race. You could see if you could finish it first.
Yeah, I could probably finish Dark Souls 2 before you finish it. It's been, what, 3 years now? I'm not sure, but...
It's so painful.
Redlin5 says, "Danny Smash."
Zach is real boy. Thanks everyone for watching. Steve the Ghost, you did an awesome job, Danny, and I look forward to whichever game you go with next. That's the important thing. Just that you pick something up. That's all we need. How many deaths was it by the end? Spartan is asking.
Oh, I promised I would do that for this video for today.
Are you fucking serious, dude?
I'm serious. I've been. Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
That was like the one fucking thing you had to do.
The one thing I had to do was
what's the
figure out.
general?
It's about 450 roughly.
450. Okay.
It's in the 450ish region. Yeah.
We'll get
Literally
an exact
ended
count
the
up there.
stream saying that. And then what'd you do? What'd you do when you ended the stream? You went and play Euro Truck Simulator 2 or something?
I did play it yesterday for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Man, you are harsh, Zach.
he's a rough one. He runs roughshod over Danny for some reason.
He had 2 days. He had 2 days.
It's true. There's no excuse. I should have got that sorted. I'll get the count for next week. It's less than 500. It's definitely less than 500. So.
Yeah.
So Danny chose the serpent people ending on accident. No big deal. According to the lore found in the item descriptions, the real Guinevere, Princess of Sunlight, left Lordran a long time ago when she married the fire god. The one you met in Anor Londo is just an illusion put on by Gwendolyn, i.e. the hidden boss in Anor Londo.
Well,
Better
that's
to
cool.
be free and lead a race of serpent people into a new age of darkness than be tricked by Gwendolyn and his illusions into linking the first flame and becoming the next imprisoned Gwen just to keep the status quo.
Wow, deep.
I would like to ask a question then. I beat the final boss, Gwen, and that was just the same moment that Zach's Taco Bell had arrived. So
Yeah.
Zach,
Perfect timing.
so Zach went to get his Taco Bell. So I was just kind of stood there, and obviously there's like a bonfire in the center that you could light, and then there was also the option to just walk out the door. So I was like, I wasn't sure what the difference was, so I was asking the chat like, which one should I do? And they were like, just walk out the door. And then all of the big Tom Baker heads were like, "You are now my god," or whatever. So my question is, if I sat down at the bonfire thing, does that give you a different ending, or is it just the same? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
different ending.
Am I allowed to ask what the different ending was? Is it consequential, or is it just a very minor thing?
Puckard, calm down.
I don't really remember. I think you burst into flames when you sit down. You like
Oh, really?
you become the bonfire, like something like that. I don't know.
Huh.
Amazing.
It's
Cheese, let us
9:30 in the
know
morning, people.
The new terms and conditions for those sweet guest coaching spots on Danny Souls 2. Ken Eric 86, what a great adventure this has been, and Zach hasn't killed himself yet. What's up next, boys? Gotta
Big
figure out what's
questions.
next.
Yeah, Danny was a real class act reading that chat during our stream. Let me tell you.
What do you mean?
I don't know, man. You felt like you were like trying to start a war between me and Jays by poorly reading his comments and understanding what he was saying. And then you were just like, "Oh, I don't know. So much I must focus. And then you didn't focus. All you had to go in there and swing your claymore around a couple times.
How many NPCs did you end up killing? I know
he
you
did
got
go.
the-
He got the one that he's been trying to stick it to.
I saw the shopkeeper kill, and then I think I took off shortly after that. Did you go get
That
some
was.
more?
I think the only other NPC he killed was the one in Orlando at the bonfire to get the
Oh, I
firekeeper
actually saw
soul
that
from.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, because those were like right one after another, I think, and then that was the last of the NPC killing.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't go on the rampage that people wanted to see. But I did kill the shopkeeper. She had that coming. She's had that coming for at least 41 of these episodes. So, yeah, worth it.
Yeah.
Just another
So-
customer.
You think you're saying special, don't you? But you're just another customer. Oh! And then she went, I curse you. And she died. So it was great.
Great times.
Um,
Good times had by all.
I guess that leaves us with just one piece of business, which is what we're going to play next, Zach.
I have no idea, man.
Zach,
Let's
Zach's
just pick up.
trying to
Let's
forget.
pick up where they left off at Dark Souls 2.
Oh yeah, we'll just send
no,
you the
no,
save.
Send the
No.
save over.
I think, do you have the ability to do Bloodborne?
Yes, we could
I
do
think that
Bloodborne.
would be a great one. I think you'd like it a
It'd be
lot.
Yeah, it would be sick.
I
It's something
played it
that
on a stream before, and while I can't promise to be there for every episode, I would sure like to join you for some of them because I love that game, and it's difficult for me to record and stream it because it's just harder to get my PlayStation doing that. But I'd love to join you and watch you play through it.
You see, like James's PlayStation 3 pulls out a gun. Don't you even try. Don't you even try it. You put that controller down. You think you're gonna record from me? No, you're not. No.
No,
Not
it's
without my consent.
PS4. It's PS4.
Oh, it's a PS4.
Which the problem is my PS4. It just yeah, it's rough. But I could record it, but I'd rather watch Danny do it, and I think I've got some great tips to give you on it.
A lot more tips than I could give you since I've never played that game.
Is Bloodborne harder than Dark Souls?
I don't think it's. I think it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know is the answer.
But it's the only of the Souls series that, if you call it part of the Souls series, that I haven't been able to beat. Well, I mean, Elden Ring, I'm on my way.
Sekiro.
About 40% through.
Yeah, you didn't do
Well,
that. You didn't do
Sekiro's
it.
not. That one's not part of the Bloodborne. Like that's not a Souls game. That's an Activision title. I mean, I know that
because they published it. I mean, that that doesn't make sense.
It's just Bloodborne feels like Dark Souls. Sekiro, I liked Sekiro a lot, but that never felt like there was never a moment where I was like, "Oh, this is pretty much like Dark Souls." It seems so different.
Okay,
You played through Sekiro though, right?
I never completed it. I played through some of it. Do you remember when we attempted to stream Sekiro on the weekends? That lasted long.
Yeah.
It was so good. Did you complete it, Zach?
No.
It
I
seems
kept
like that's a
getting-
recurring theme. People
I'd
don't
get to the
finish that.
monkeys. I'd get to the 4 monkeys and I'd kind of lose steam.
Dandruff
It
says
didn't
no
have me
harm in
dying
trying to
to finish
stream.
it, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people say that. Like, I don't think it's people's favorites. Like, they don't. I don't know why.
But Bloodborne's different. I think Bloodborne has a really cool world that they've created. I really love it. It feels like an Edgar Allan Poe story, or like more. Actually, it feels more like
H.P. Lovecraft.
H.P. Lovecraft. But didn't H.P. Lovecraft stuff usually happen in Appalachia? This is definitely feels more like London town to me.
Mm.
But yeah, I
Wherever
agree,
there
Zach. I
are
think
whites,
H.P.
and it's right. H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, I didn't
Jesus.
realize what a racist. he
Super
was until
racist.
later. Yeah, I did not
Turns
know
out
that. But
people in the past and the present are hella racist.
can we change the
Crazy.
future though? Can we stop the future from being so racist?
Can we? You want to stop the future from happening?
Yeah. Can we just end it?
Putin's got your back.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Well,
He'll help
moving
you.
on.
Oh, yeah. What was H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name again? I forgot.
I Google
It's
Yeah.
probably inappropriate to say out loud on a stream. If you're laughing that demonically, evilly, nefariously, yeah, probably. keep it to yourself.
I can't read that out.
Yep. Okay.
I cannot read that out.
Okay. I kind of remembered it, but I was like,
the cat has two
Jesus
names.
Christ.
It's got a first name and a surname. The surname is Man. You probably have it, the first name in your head. So.
Danny.
Okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be off now.
Yeah, we got to read some HP Lovecraft.
Oh god.
Go to TikTok. Follow us. GameFront.com.
GameFront.com.
Wait,
Sorry?
what?
Pardon me.
TikTok?
GameFront.com.
We're back,
It's
baby.
just GameFront.com without the dot.
Com. You said com. It's okay. You said com.
Yeah, it sounded different at the end.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Wow.